Bismillah, alhamdulillah, salatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Welcome to our impromptu stream. This is a discussion with Uthman bin Farooq. As you may know from the Haqiqatjou that I did last week, or the week before last week, I invited Sheikh Uthman to a discussion on his criticism of Pan-Islamic unity and Iran. And he accepted just last week. And at first I didn't see the acceptance because it was on Twitter as like a small account. So, but I just saw it yesterday, basically 24 hours ago, and I'm excited to be able to speak with our brother Uthman. And I'm just waiting for the link or him to go live on his channel. So I just wanted to test the stream out, see if the quality is okay. How's the sound? Does the sound good? No echo? Looks like there's a lot of delay in the stream. I don't know why. Your reactions are delayed. I asked like a question and then I have to wait like 30 seconds for you guys to respond in the chat. So maybe there's like a stream delay. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. Obviously have some questions for Brother Uthman. I put a lot of those questions in the live stream reaction that I did to his video. He put out the video and he had some very strong words for me, for my position. And I tried to be respectful in my response. So we'll hope that this conversation today is going to be respectful, even though his thumbnail makes it a little bit sensationalized. Maybe he said his thumbnail is like Iran's proxy empire exposed, unity or deception. And then he has a picture of me and Khamenei and this other Shi'i, Hassan Qadri. And I don't know if Hassan Qadri was invited. I don't know why he's on all these thumbnails. But so, and then the thumb in big letters, big expose. So we're gonna get, something's gonna get exposed today. We'll see what gets exposed, inshallah. So how's everyone doing in the chat? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're ready for the discussion. And did you guys hear about the recent assassination attempt that happened? Like this happened like late last night. I got the news around midnight against Trump. So another false flag, I guess. Like how many, like what's security like for the president? It seems like he's being targeted a lot of times, and there's always a lot of like a huge camera crew ready to get the footage right at it as it happens. So people are saying that the shooter like is on social media with an IDF shirt. And what was interesting to me is this is a Caltech graduate. Like this is a graduate of Caltech, and I didn't know that Caltech, is producing presidential assassins. So it's interesting timing because Iran basically is not agreeing to negotiate with the United States. Seems like Trump is at an impasse. He clearly doesn't want to continue with this war, this aggression that started on February 28th against Iran with the assassination of Ayatollah Khamenei. Seems like he's lost interest. It's becoming a disaster. He can't gain control of the Strait of Hormuz. His allies are reeling economically because of soaring energy prices and the blocking of shipping in the Hormuz. And he doesn't really have many options, like mass bombing doesn't seem to move the needle with Iran. So he's at this impasse, and then suddenly there's a attempted assassination. It's interesting timing. And this guy is Cole Allen, the this alleged attempted assassin, wearing his IDF shirt, and people were really schizo posting, like really the conspiracy theories have come out. Apparently Cole Allen, the name, was being Googled in Israel, the day before yesterday. Like, someone was really interested in Cole Allen in Israel before this attempted assassination took place. So and then, like, there was a Twitter account specifically, Henry Martinez or something like that, that posted just one post in its entire history back in 2023, one tweet, Cole Allen. And then the real schizo conspiracy is that the banner header for that X account or Twitter account of this Henry Martinez is a painting that's called Time Machine. It's like an abstract painting of Time Machine. And if you look at it and kind of do an overlay of that famous image of Trump after the first assassination attempt, if you remember, where he's like, he stands up after his ear got, clipped, stands up and like gives a fist pump, and the American flag is flying above, like that iconic image, like that abstract photo bears some semblance, maybe, or is like an overlay of that image. And the image is titled Time Machine. And that account has one post, and it says Cole Allen, this attempted assassinator of Donald Trump. So, I mean, this is schizo. This is only the true conspiracy theorists, the pure conspiracy theorists, are thinking on this level. That's how deep it goes. We're talking about time travel here. Time travel. Someone in the future want to come and warn us about who's assassinating Trump or something. I don't know. What's the message? So yeah, that's what I just glanced at on Twitter this morning or late last night. So, what do you guys think? Think it's all a false flag? Trying to gain support for Trump, because that photo, like, that clinched his win in terms of the election. The attempt on his life, and we talked about that. We did shows on that, and that was very significant for Trump, like being able to rally his base to get excited for another election, and he was able to win in a landslide, beat out Kamala. But yeah, maybe it worked once, maybe it's gonna work twice or three times. Needs to rally support for something. But yeah, I mean, if you are going to have such a false flag, like, why wouldn't it be someone who, like an Iranian? Like, if it's a false flag, why not have an Iranian? Oh, this is a member of the IRGC. He's so angry with Trump. So, hard to tell. Okay, well, we're still waiting for Uthman. Again, I don't know, like, someone check Twitter. Someone check Twitter, see if the account said anything. Because I don't see any indications. Yeah, it's hard to do false flags in 2026. Like, it's really hard to successfully false flag people, because that's like maybe the overcorrection. Like, now everything is a false flag. Like, anything, even if it might be a real assassination attempt or terrorist event, they still claim that it's a false flag. Everyone, like, there's just massive people online that just scream false flag, and they all point at Israel. They all say, well, Israel is behind this. It's actually Mossad. So that puts Israel in a difficult spot, because it's like, well, what's even the point? Like, we're even being blamed for things that we have nothing to do with. So how are we going to deceive people? So it's like an overcorrection. Like, yeah, that kind of psyop has been, that well of psyop has been turned dry. It's because of social media. I don't really see anything. See some super chats going up. Let me. Okay, so let's see. I'll read them. AEYM says the argument about Iran wanting to spread Shiism is pretty stupid. Look at what the GCC countries are spreading: liberalism and atheism. I choose Shiism over this other stuff any day. So yeah, let Iran spread it if they are actually spreading it. Thank you for your super chat. MA says, please have the stats and facts ready because claims will be made and you need to quickly fact check. Good tip. There's a super chat earlier, I think. Or was that it? Redragonix says, buckle up. I don't feel like Uthman ibn UAE is coming with good faith. Allah knows best. Inshallah, will be fine. You know, we should have this Hosnodhan. It's coming, you know, for a good discussion, inshallah. No, that's why, you know, I try to have Hosnodhan, like, you accept to talk to me, and I want to have a respectful discussion. I want to be, you know, friendly. We clearly disagree. That doesn't mean we can't communicate. We can't exchange ideas, be respectful, let each other finish sentences, not interrupt each other. Like, that's the kind of dialogue that's very possible, especially amongst Muslims. Like, I have that dialogue when I talk to people who are enemies of Islam. People who are enemies of Islam, we can talk and disagree and be respectful as far as like letting each other get your arguments out. And, you know, that's just academic discourse, that's respectful discourse, and that's the way that Muslims should communicate, even with those they strongly disagree with. So with Uthman, like, you know, we disagree on some issues and we agree on the vast majority of issues as Muslims. Allah is Lord says, I hate Iran, but I choose Iran over the GCC. Azim says, ask Uthman about Saudi coalition, port blockade on Yemen, which starved Yemeni Muslims. I'm sure that'll come up. Brother Dan, will you ever come to the UK? I was there back in 2023, fall of 2023. I came for like a week and a half. So that was a good visit, alhamdulillah. I don't know if I'll come back again. We'll see. See if they let me come back. Because you never know, these Zionists. They don't actually allow you to travel freely if you criticize their God. So, which is money, which is ball. Any updates on the discussion with Dr. Ashadi? I reached out to him, said, love to have a discussion. He never responded back. He never agreed. Yeah, that invitation is still open. I'd still be happy to discuss and have a chat with Dr. Shadi. And I told him, like I told Dr. Shadi, like, look, I'm not interested in rehashing old stuff, you know, the old disputes that we had. Like, unless you want to, I'm happy to focus on other things like current issues. This was like from years ago, and no need to rehash. But I'm maybe he's busy. He also has a very packed schedule, so yeah. Same with Asrar Rashid. Like I reached out to Asrar Rashid, and his team said he's busy, or he's not, you know, able to do it right now. So I don't know. Let bygones. Muslim Boogeyman is here. How's it going, bro? Let bygones be pylons. Pylon. Is this like a StarCraft reference? Are you talking about like the who are they? Man, I'm blanking already. Can't even get the StarCraft facts correct. I'm gonna be able to talk about Iran and UAE and Shiism if I can't get StarCraft facts correct. You have the Terran, the Zerg, and what's the alien? The Protoss. Protoss. So we're talking about the pylons. Let bygones be pylons. That's my motto. You guys ever play StarCraft? StarCraft. That's a good game. That's a good. You know, I like real-time strategy. Real-time strategy, and the number one for me is Age of Empires 2. Age of Empires 2. That's the number one. Spent a lot of time on AoE, and you know that the world champion in Age of Empires right now, they had like a massive event 2 weeks ago, sponsored by Red Bull, the Londinium event, and there were like 30,000 people, like a massive number of audience. Actually, no, at live audience, I don't know if it was 30,000. It was like thousands. Live audience, hundreds of thousands, or it was like over 1 million. And the final, okay, don't want to spoil it. Well, I guess I already did. I said the champion. Champion is a Muslim. The champion is a Muslim, and he's Palestinian. Of Age of Empires, and he apparently fasted in Ramadan, and like he's a practicing Muslim, I believe. So you know, that's Age of Empires, the world of Age of Empires. So, but yeah, StarCraft also. I didn't really do the StarCraft original. I'm kind of like a noob when it comes to StarCraft, but StarCraft 2. StarCraft 2 is, and people like the purists are like, StarCraft 2 is nothing. StarCraft 2 is just watered down. Like it has all these ease of life mechanics that makes it easy to manage units. So it's not the pure StarCraft. It's just watered down StarCraft 2. So I enjoyed StarCraft. Zedinol, thank you for your super chat, says this discussion has great potential to hear from both sides and their point of view. Inshallah, it will be beneficial. Unity is essential right now. Yeah, I agree. 100% agree with you. Unity is essential. And that's what I want. I want unity. And I get attacked for that. I get blasted, I get attacked, I get smeared, I get be called an agent. So that's what you get. That's what you get when you call for unity. What's going on here, guys? Okay, I got a message just now saying Google Meet, but there's no link. I don't know how I'm going to join Google Meet. Is there like a code? Let me see. Do I even have Google Meet on my... Oh, okay. There's a code. Hold on. Let's check it out. Let's see. The code is... Let's see. Trying to join the call. Oh, sorry. Where's the... Oh, this isn't. So you can see me here and hear me fine, I guess. Let me add this. Let's see. Yeah, I'll have to fix the screen whenever he joins. I haven't streamed from Google Meet. So we'll see. Let me just check the settings though. That should be fine. Settings should be fine. Whenever we do a modern day debate, the software that's used is Zoom. So Zoom meetings, Google meetings. Haven't done Google meetings before. Oh, there's some more super chat. Sorry, I didn't miss it. Thank you, Trader SZ. Really appreciate it, bro. Thank you for your support. How are you doing? I see your tweets online on X. A lot of fire tweets. MashaAllah. Reader says, great hat. It's your signature. Is it Bakhtiari? Maybe. It's definitely a very thick wool. But I got it from a friend who was sourcing it from Morocco. So that's where I got it from. So it was a gift. So it was from a good brother, mashallah, was my student for a course on modernity and liberalism. Let's see. Thoughts on Muhammad Hijab versus Dog Logic? Yeah, he destroyed him. Hijab destroyed him and made him look ridiculous. So as expected, like Dog Logic just has like certain tricks that he spams. Like he has certain moves that he just spams over and over. And one of the moves is just to like over talk, to interrupt, to like do his stupid gimmicks that aren't even funny, like wearing a apron and a chef's costume. Like that's supposed to be an own, like that's supposed to make you look good. So those gimmicks get old, like unless you're like one of these low IQ Trinitarians that go ape for stuff like that. It's like it's really you can only roll your eyes with that. What is your stance on tasawwuf? My dad is Shadili. Yeah, tasawwuf is important. Tasawwuf is one of the critical aspects of being a believer. If you go by the hadith of Jibril, like what is Iman, what is Islam, what is Ihsan, tasawwuf is the Ihsan component of that. So obviously tasawwuf is critical. The way that some people want to, in the modern period, they want to distance themselves from tasawwuf by calling it tazkiyatun nafs. It's the same concept. Like that's all that tasawwuf is. All that tasawwuf is protecting yourself from the diseases of the heart, purifying yourself, protecting yourself from the fire by actions of the heart, and manifesting that through the tongue and the limbs. So tasawwuf is critical. You can't expect, to achieve salvation if your heart is diseased and corrupt. So how do you purify that? That's what tasawwuf is. And then what does tasawwuf actually amount to? Tasawwuf amounts to ibadah, acts of worship. And there's like two main things. Like there are two main things that tasawwuf is about. One is dhikr, okay, dhikr. And who can argue with that? Who can argue with the importance of dhikr? And the other component is tahajjud, praying in the middle of the night, praying in the last third of the night. Those are the two components of tasawwuf. And yeah, there are details and there are different strategies or different schedules that people use to keep them on a kind of path. But those are really, that's what tasawwuf is, like is dhikr and tahajjud. And then also like muraqabah, like taking account of yourself, taking account of the states that you're in, and being aware of your nafs, being aware of your ego. That's tasawwuf. Like how can anyone say that is not like at the core of Islam? So yeah, I'm still waiting for this meeting. I believe I'm in the correct meeting group. I entered in the code. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. We'll just wait. No problem in waiting. How's it going, Jordan Pierce? Another beloved moderator in the chat. How's it going? Oh, I just saw your comment. I see Jordan Pierce's comments, and then he's talking about what's up with the brown person, ethnic trash talking in the comments. Who's talking trash against brown people? It's not good. No racism, please, in the chat. In the chat, please, no racism. Genuine question, Daniel. Which part of Iran are you from? My parents are from Shiraz. I was born in Texas. I'm a Texan, but I'm Shirazi Texan from Shiraz. And Shiraz is really nice. If you haven't visited, unfortunately, the U.S. and its proxies, we want to talk about proxies. The U.S. and its proxies are trying to blow it to hell, trying to take it back to the Stone Age. But Shiraz, mashallah, is a very beautiful place and a very good climate too. It was getting like very desert-like because of what seems to be weather manipulation. Okay, this is now being more and more accepted that the U.S. and Israel, through their Gulf proxies, were doing kind of weather control, climate terrorism on Iran and Iraq as well, trying to deprive it from moisture in the atmosphere, depriving it from rain. Soon as Iran took out those radars, the climate has suddenly changed. In Iran, in Iraq, they're getting a lot more water, a lot more rain. So that's significant if that's the case. And weather manipulation is a thing. Like, that's something that is a known science. It's not a conspiracy theory. And you don't think that these countries, like the great Satan, is going to use that as a weapon of war? It's going to use a weapon against the poor people of the world, especially Muslims. Of course they're going to use that. Of course they're going to use weather manipulation. That goes without saying. So, yeah, Shiraz now, I think, is going to be a lot more green, like it has been historically. Historically, it's like a mountainous, like it's at a high elevation. So there's the terrain is a little bit rockier, and it's not like there's not like much natural bodies of water in terms of marshes, but there are mountain springs, and it's like that kind of really nice climate. It's similar to like Los Angeles, if you've ever been to LA. And yeah, I really like Shiraz. I like Shiraz more than Tehran or even Esfahan, but maybe that's because I just had more experience in Shiraz. But I haven't been back. I haven't been back to Iran since 1998, unfortunately. But anyone, I highly recommend going and visiting. Hopefully everything will go back to peaceful situation and people can go and visit. Okay, so I was there in the meeting, but I got kicked out by Google Meet itself because it was like, you're waiting too long. So let me try to go back and wait. Yeah, maybe there's like a problem. Like, see, it's just saying waiting to bring you into the call. Don't know what's the issue. Okay. Zetanol says he hasn't started to stream yet, so I assume he's delayed. Yeah, no problem. do I not have his phone number? Like, that's the thing. I had his phone number. I had the phone number of so many people. Okay, everyone in Dawa, pretty much, virtually everyone in Dawa. I had their phone number, and then my toddler factory resets my phone. Factory resets my phone, and I lose everything. I lose all of my contacts, and for some reason they weren't being backed up. Okay, that tells you how technically illiterate I am, at least when it comes to some of these interconnectivity issues. So everything was wiped. Okay, so he has my number. I don't have his number anymore. So, but it should be fine. Like, that's not necessary. Yeah, man, my toddler, Sarman. I don't know how you can factory reset a phone as a toddler, but you can. Like, you can, like, by using a certain set of keystrokes. So he was just like playing. He was just like playing with the phone, which he knows he's not supposed to do. He, like, that's the one thing that he understands probably as a toddler is don't mess with Baba's phone. Don't touch Baba's phone. It's not good. Like, it's not good for toddlers to have devices like that. And so that's with all my kids. They weren't allowed at that age to play with devices or to like have an iPad or anything like that. So I was just doing something else. I was helping with the other kids with something else. And he was, that was the prime opportunity. Okay. He's like a cat burglar. He just went and like got the phone and was sitting there. And it only took like 10 minutes of just randomly pressing keystrokes. And even though it's a locked phone, okay, he factory reset it while it was locked. And yeah, all the contacts are gone. This was like a year ago, so alhamdulillah, I've like recovered a lot of stuff, but a lot of those contacts I still don't have. And then people will message me and I don't know who it is. Hello? Hey, wa alaikum salam. Good, alhamdulillah. How are you doing?
I saw your message that it's good for the people of the Sunnah to have good, productive conversations. So inshallah, we hope that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it that we can have that kind of a productive conversation. Just because we are going to be bringing other people on as well. Inshallah, we'll put a
Oh,
link
really?
out. Yeah, why not? People can come, talk, discuss.
Oh, I didn't
Um,
know that. I thought this was a conversation
it's
with us.
it's alive, inshallah. It's a conversation between the people of the Sunnah. Other people want to discuss as well. I'm not. Again, I want to facilitate a discussion. I want to facilitate a conversation based on facts, respectfully. That's why I'm just going to lay down some rules for everybody else as well. So no cutting each other off, no talking over each other. Everybody put their point out with evidences, inshallah. Not really like kind of. It's not a debate. I really want it to be something that can benefit the ummah, know the facts, and so on. And inshallah, I'm hoping to make this a 4-part series to discuss different topics. Today, I really want to discuss, first and foremost, the idea that is this a dichotomy? Meaning, is it that either you're with Iran or Israel? Because, I just want to lay this out for everybody. I'm not paid by any government. Alhamdulillah, as One Message Foundation and as myself, I don't have a Patreon. I don't get funding from any government in the world. I'm speak my mind, alhamdulillah, and no, no organization even funds me to speak on their behalf. So, alhamdulillah. Secondly, no doubt, I want to make this very, very, very clear. I condemn, I stand against the genocidal apartheid state of Israel. What they did in Gaza is nothing short from a genocide. I condemn Israel with the clearest words. And alhamdulillah, we stand with our brothers and sisters in Gaza. We stand with our brothers and sisters in Palestine. No hesitation on that at all. Just want to be clear. But again, we want to be on topic. We don't want to just be here and there. So today, I really want to discuss kind of this dichotomy. It's either Iran or Israel. And is Iran really a friend to the Muslim Ummah generally, that's really standing up for Palestine? Or is this more about self-preservation in politics. So inshallah, with that, let's begin. Anything you want to begin with, Brother Daniel?
Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salam rasulillah. And thank you. I invited you to have this discussion, and really happy that you accepted my invitation. And I'm happy that you are not paid by anyone, and I'm not paid by anyone either. I'm not paid by any government. But the response. My invitation was in response to a video that you put out criticizing me and my position on Pan-Islamic unity. I think the need of the hour is for Muslims to come together against aggression from the Zionist state and from the United States, because the United States on February 28th attacked Iran. They assassinated their leader, their ruler. They have killed thousands of Iranians with bombardments. They have tried to, the president has said they want to wipe Iran off the map, send them back to the Stone Age, really genocidal statements against a Muslim country. And I think that is in the interest of all Muslims to stand together and support Iran, support the Palestinians. This is not just my call. It's a call of the Palestinian resistance itself. It's the call of top Sunni scholars in the world, including the Mufti General of the General Mufti of Libya, for example, or Sheikh Hassan Diddu, others, Hassan Katani, Allah preserve them, and even some of your close friends like Sneeko. We think that, and we've stated that in this time where Iran is being attacked, there needs to be support from the Muslims. And if we're going to really reverse the tide of greater Israel, the expansion of Israel into Arab countries, Syria, Lebanon, Jordan, Palestine, obviously Egypt, we need to come together as a united bloc. That's what Pan-Islamic unity is. It's based on the Quran and Sunnah, and that's what I'm calling to. So I hope that we can understand where we differ on this, where your perspective is different. And inshallah, we'll have a productive conversation on that. I have limited time, just so that everyone knows. Sure. This is Sunday. I just saw your invitation, or your acceptance 24 hours ago. So I didn't budget hours and hours. I came with the intention of speaking and discussing with you. So if you want to have further conversation with your guests, coming on the stream, that's fine. But my intention is to talk to you, inshallah. And that's going to be my priority. And then I have to, sign off, inshallah.
We appreciate you coming on. And again, just to be clear, the attack on Iran from the United States based on the interest of Israel, I condemned it. I'm 100% against it. Nobody is justifying that. And not here anyway, right? I feel for the innocent children in Iran that were just going to school, little girls that were bombed. And even I was in Umrah at the time, as I'm sure you saw the clip. Immediately, I condemned it. Right? We're not nobody's justifying that. Right? The aggression anywhere in the Middle East upon the interests of the Zionist apartheid state that harms the Muslim Ummah, no doubt is wrong. And even if, and I want to make this very clear, even if Kim Jong-un from North Korea tomorrow decided to attack the genocidal state of Israel to free the people of Gaza, we would say great. That's not the issue. The issue gets to be does that mean Kim Jong-un is somebody we should support, somebody we should justify his people, for example, worshiping him and not considering that shirk? Should we ignore their past record of what they've done? This is where the issue gets to be. As far as standing up against aggression of any country that wasn't being aggressive, I'm with you. As far as uniting as Muslims together upon the Quran, upon the Sunnah, upon Tawheed, to defend the Muslim lands, no doubt. But if we look at Iran particularly, is this somebody who has had the best interests of the Ummah in mind? And again, I know you have limited time and you're free to come and go as you like. I'm going to bring people on and they're going to add to the conversation as well. But again, it's free as you like. So our brother Zumas, you wanted to come on as well? You want to speak?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, inshallah.
Yeah, barakallah feek. Thank you for this great opportunity.
All right, so let me just
Yeah.
speak.
No,
You
no,
had
I don't know. No, I don't think you need to speak, Daniel. Like you've been trying to run from
oh
debate, dodging from debating, like for how long now? 2 years? It's been 2 years now. 2 years. Like first it is like, oh please, like please, oh Jake, like you need to give me, you need to give Zumas a green light to debate him, and then like you run, and now I have to chase you into Uthman's like live stream to like have a discussion with you. Like this is quite pathetic, yeah, Daniel. So like let's have the discussion now. Let's see where this goes, and let's not do this whole like
Yeah, I mean,
pointing
feel
fingers.
free to speak, and again, like Daniel, when you spoke, we let you speak. Zumas, when you speak, we let you speak. If anybody else comes on and they want to speak, if you want to invite Qadri on, he can come and speak. We're not going to cut anybody off. So, Zumas, you have the mic.
no
Yeah,
no no.
Farooq.
How about me? Do I have the mic at all? Can I say
You just
something?
did. You
You
just spoke.
just no Zuma
You
spoke,
were
right?
Yeah,
Zuma just
no,
oh,
I
okay.
think I think I'll take this just fine. Yeah, Daniel, I think I'll take this just fine.
Hold on.
You
I
seem
want to
to
make
be
sure we do this in an organized manner. Daniel, I allowed you to speak first. Zuma's just started speaking, so let him speak, and then of course you
no.
have the
Why
mic,
we
and
need
you
to
will
we
speak
need
as
to
well.
set
no.
up
You need
we
to
need
set
to
up
set
something.
up
Oh,
ground rules, right?
what
Yeah,
you just
I
set up
gave
the
the ground rules.
You just set up the ground.
Hold on. I gave the ground rules to begin with, right? Right when I started, I
He's
laid
muting
down the
me now.
ground rules. So, inshallah, we're gonna have a productive conversation. Nobody cut anybody off. I spoke. Daniel, you spoke. Nobody cut you off. Brother Zumas is free to join the live as well, as are other people. So we're not gonna mute anybody here. So let everybody speak. Once they're done speaking, when Zumas is done speaking, you will have the mic, and I will not allow him to interrupt you.
No.
Go
We
ahead,
need to
brother
set
Zumas.
up. We need to have ground rules. So you
Barakallahu
might have
fik,
muted me,
Sheikh
but
Uthman,
on my own
and for
stream,
this opportunity. I think it's
I'm not muted.
important that
So here we go. So you're muted on my. So he hasn't set up any ground rules on this. I'm just gonna be interrogated by this random account. I'm fine with having a debate, like springing on this, but this is so ugly. This is like such an ugly behavior from Uthman, and he can't even defend this. So he has to bring up some stooge, and this guy's just gonna overtalk me. There's no moderation. This guy's just gonna overtalk me. There's not even not moderation. So this is like such a pathetic like setup. And I thought this was beneath Uthman bin Farooq, but clearly it's not. So anyway, let's see what. So this is like an entire presentation that he set up. He's like doing an entire like presentation with slides. It's like shocking. So let's see. Well, let's just listen and see where this goes. Let's see where this goes. Or should I just exit out of this? And then they'll claim that, oh, see, he's so scared. He's so scared. What the heck is this?
Sudden his memory refreshes. He says, I admit it, like I admit it, there could be like a back room door deal. There could be like a back door room deal. And then he goes on to do like this whataboutism. What about the crimes that this country did and that country did? But none of us are defending these countries. I mean, Daniel, he's joining a stream right now to defend Iran. Did I join a stream to defend the UAE or defend X, Y, and Z country or another country? I never did that. He's the one that's joining a stream right now to defend Iran. And he continues with this like disgusting behavior where he tries to downplay or he tries to ridicule the victims of Iran. He says, oh, I condemn, and that's all Daniel has. He's just a bucket full of condemnations. He says, oh, well, I have 6 million Syrians died. 6 million Syrians died. This is what he keeps saying. Like he makes like a reference to Holocaust and invoking like Jewish victimization, Zionist victimization of how they self-victimize themselves. He tries to apply this for Sunni Syrians that have been killed by Shia Iran. This is what he tries to do. And it's disgusting. It's disgusting. And it's just very dishonest, his behavior, because also in this other clip that I brought forward.
I think the audio is working, so go ahead and play it.
Okay, it's playing. Okay, that's good. That's good. I'll show, just to give an example.
All right, what's the deal? Like, Why are you? We're waiting here for what?
No, they
For
can't
his
hear the audio.
presentation? Like, why are you muting me first of all?
Daniel, you have to unmute yourself. I
Yeah,
can't
so,
unmute
no,
you.
don't mute me. That's the thing. You're
No,
muting me.
I'm not muting
and
you.
Okay,
I
why-
muted
you
why-
are.
everybody
You're
why-
muting
because-
me.
I'm still
So
playing.
we're
like I
here,
said.
we're waiting here for some
I'm
guy
still-
to
I'm
do a
still playing.
presentation. Who is this? You didn't even introduce your
Daniel,
audience who this
Daniel.
is. Like, this is a
Daniel.
Baptist. He's a
Daniel, who is
secularist,
it?
right?
Daniel,
This is-
Daniel.
This is a
laid down
Baptist
the ground-
secularist.
Hold on.
We didn't lay down
laid
any ground
the
rules.
Ground rules.
We didn't-
that
what
would not
ground
talk
rules?
over each other. I started with the ground rules. Daniel, the first thing
No,
I
no.
began with
Between
was ground
me and
rules.
you. Between
Do
me and you. Not
this
between some random person.
conversation. No. It's not a
So,
random person.
shame on
It's a
you,
brother
bro.
being
This
a
is
Zoom
so
man.
shocking. This is so shocking.
Mute.
plenty of time.
Daniel,
You have
listen
plenty
to him. You can't let somebody speak.
No, I can't. I'm just waiting for
Okay,
him
so
to
let
play
him
his
speak.
pre-prepared presentation.
Okay,
That
let
you
him
can't.
speak.
Are you not able to have a
can speak
conversation
as
with
well.
me?
Sure.
Are you not
I
able?
mean, we're talking.
That you said like you talked for
Look,
3
I'm
minutes
opening
and then
this up
switched
for you.
off.
Oh,
Of
Daniel,
course,
are you
brother.
gonna run away again now? Daniel, are you
No,
gonna
I'm not.
run
I'm not
away?
running
Why are you
away,
talking-
but
yes, you are.
you
Yes,
have to
are.
just.
Yes, you
How
are.
long
Yes,
did
you
it take
are.
to?
Yes, you are.
How
You're
long?
You're pretending
How
as if
long?
you don't know who I
Speak.
am. You know exactly who I am, and you love to misrepresent me. I'm not.
You can't even open your camera. What? You can't even open your camera.
You debate Hindus.
Open your
you
camera.
Debate Saudi
Let him
nationalists
speak.
that don't have
Open
a
your
camera.
camera.
You debate
Oh.
so
Open
many
your
people.
camera. Who are
Listen,
you?
I'm going to mute all of you
Who-
again because I said
See,
let
he mutes
somebody
us.
speak. I'm not muting you, Daniel, yet. So don't get ahead of yourself.
Yeah,
But
he
if
knew
you
the
keep
cliffhanger
talking
was-
over him, if you don't allow him to speak,
We
then
don't
I
know
will
who he
mute you.
is. Who is he?
I know
Introduce
he is. His
him.
name is-
He's a troll. He's a
I got
troll
you.
on
I
Twitter.
got
So,
Okay.
what's his background?
Okay,
What's
so
his credential?
Listen,
okay,
Can you
I
introduce
mean-
like is he a
you
degree?
debate- You debate
Who's he
like-
studied with?
Hold on a second. Yeah, Uthman.
How do we
I don't know
know?
who you studied with, Daniel.
Because he's
I don't
accused
know
of being an IDF agent. He's
who's
accused of
Daniel,
being
who's
on
who's
Unit
accusing you?
8200.
Who's
Daniel,
accusing me? You?
who did
Who's
you
accusing
study
me? You?
with?
Who's accusing
A lot of
me?
people,
You?
a lot of people online are accusing him of being a
Who did you
Mossad
study
agent.
with, Daniel?
Who's the you and your Shia buddies?
He's
Daniel,
been on.
Daniel,
He
hold
is.
on, hold
Who
on.
your
Zoom
Iranian
us.
Let me just.
Hold on.
let-
Daniel, you said who has he studied with? Who have you studied with? I
I've
don't
studied
know.
with multiple shuyukh,
Who?
many
Name
shuyukh
them.
that I've recited to.
Name.
Okay. How about Sheikh Taha Abdul Basir at Harvard University? How about Sheikh Sohail?
Sheikh-
How about Sheikh? You want the whole Senate? You want all the
No,
Senate?
Listen.
How about
listen.
we?
I
Let me
didn't know
give me
any of
the
that.
give me Zumas'
right?
Senate.
I-
Who is
I
he
allow-
studied with?
Listen, Daniel, I allowed you to come on. I allowed you to speak without knowing any of that. I don't have to give your shuyukh list. for
You
to
invited
speak.
me to your conference.
This is a conversation.
I spoke at your
of
conference.
Muslims. Yes, we did.
Yeah,
Sheikh Karim
and
invited
you
but
interrogated me on that too.
Now you're just trying to jump off topic. Okay, I'm gonna.
So
allow you to
I'm
speak
good.
when
I'm allowed to
Zumas is
talk at
done.
your conference.
If you
Such
don't
an
Why
mind-
is Zumas?
such an
Who is
emotional
Zumas?
outrage.
Who is he?
Allow Zumas
Emotional
to
outrage.
speak. Are you afraid of him speaking?
No, I just want to understand
Let the brother
okay,
speak.
why does he
He's a
get
Muslim. He's a Muslim.
okay? Speak. Go ahead
Who's here to
and
speak?
speak.
Go ahead.
Go ahead
Okay,
and
there you
speak.
Yeah, thank
And I'm
you.
timing it. I'm timing it so I have the equal amount of amount to speak.
Okay, Mr. Estrogen. Listen. So, firstly, I'd like to introduce myself since
Good one.
he gave this introduction. You know,
Thank you.
Baathism is kufr since he likes to claim I'm a Baathist. This is all he has to do. He says like I'm a Unit 8200 agent. I've been accused of it online. It's by the way, it's like the MuslimSkeptic team that's doing this. So it's just him, you know, and his Shia bots. In any case,
Introduce yourself. Go ahead.
in any case, could you hear me before? Yeah. So I'm a Iraqi Sunni Muslim. I research into political events, history. I post and I debunk Iranian propaganda, Iranian state propaganda, the lies that they spew in order to put out these false notions into shaming Muslims, into allying with them, or even into defending their regional project. And inshallah, this is what we want to discuss. And Daniel, he knows me well. Daniel has multiple times said like, "Oh, I'll have a discussion with Zumas if people vouch for him." And then this happens, and he doesn't want to debate, and he continues for 2 years to just blab on. In any case, let's go through this clip. He says in
you
his
have to unmute your presentation. So there's a mute button on the presentation. It should be on your screen where you can unmute it so we can hear the audio.
there's a mute on the presentation. Okay, let's see that.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not playing right now. Can you hear now?
Like,
Can you hear?
how long are we gonna wait for this?
Yeah, can you hear? Okay, in any case, Daniel says to Uthman, he says in his response to Uthman, he says, "Oh, you said you said that Iran attacked Israel in April 2025. This is what Daniel says. He misquotes you because you're saying in the clip, you're saying April 2024. You're saying April 2024. And Daniel, he deliberately distorts this because he cannot actually address the point you're making. He cannot actually address the point that Iran has not killed a single Israeli between 1970, and not even 1970, before 1979, even under the Shah, there was Zionist, and the guy after him, Khomeini, also a Zionist. These guys, what did they do? How many Israelis did Khomeini kill? How many Israelis did Khomeini fire at? How many Israelis did Khamenei fire at before April 2024, where he broke 4 windows and sent the falafel sandwich? And then, like, he continued. This is like this. I just want to make it absolutely clear. Like, what Daniel, he's trying to do, he's trying to defend the Iranian regime on the basis that they allegedly support the Palestinian cause. And he knows himself that they don't. And we will demonstrate how that he himself doesn't know. You need to understand, like, this is what he defends. This is what Daniel Haqiqatjou defends. This is what the disgusting Shia sympathizer, the Persian nationalist Iranian Daniel Haqiqatjou defends. He defends Sunni Muslims getting put into the grave so Iran can come to Syria and spread Shiism on the basis of what Bashar Assad is a Nusayri. This is what Daniel defends. What loyalty should Muslims have to this? Why should Muslims be okay with this? Why should Muslims accept children getting killed like this? Why should Muslims ally with Iran when Iran is willing to ally with the West, with Russia, with China, with the United States against Muslims, as they have done in Afghanistan, as they have done in Iraq, as they have done in Syria with Kafir Russia? Why should Muslims accept this? On what basis should Muslims accept this? He can't answer. He can't answer. And when we tell him, get us into the specifics of what Iran has done for the Palestinians, he says we corner him. I cornered him. He says, oh, but because what he does is he's bringing out these claims, these videos that are like 12, 15 years.
So what's
old.
the time limit here? What's the time limit?
Oh, you're getting. Oh,
you're just open. He can lecture. I can speak whenever.
I mean, look, you will get
I didn't come here to be lectured
speaking.
by either you or like some proxy. Talk about proxy regime. Like Zumas is the proxy regime for Uthman.
Daniel, you're really irritated, aren't you?
No, I'm fine. I just want to know the rules.
Okay,
like
you're not
we just have to sit here for.
You keep.
It's like been 10 minutes. It's been 10 minutes. No, a discussion is not like a lecture by this guy.
A respectful discussion is when one person speaks, the other listens.
No. This is a respectful discussion. Is he makes a point, then I respond. He's just name calling me. He's just insulting me.
No.
Yeah. He's calling me an agent. He's calling. That's not respectful.
What were you just doing 10 seconds ago? What were you? I didn't call you actually. I didn't call you agent, but you do.
Yeah, you did.
You did
actually.
You do actually.
So the thing is that,
however, no, hold on.
If we're going to have
actual point,
you do actually.
Yeah, my actual point. My actual point.
Zumas, can you finish your point so then Brother Daniel can address it? Please.
Of course I can. When he puts out these clips, when he responds to you, for example, or to others, and he tries to spread this like Iranian state propaganda of Iran saving the Palestinian cause, and they're doing the uttermost to save Palestine. What is he really doing? He's putting out a clip from Abu Ubaidah from 2012, 2014, or Sinwar from 2012 or 2014, but he completely ignores any recent clips. Why is that? Because when I corner him, when I put him in his place, when I lecture him,
you never cornered me. You never.
Yeah. You're cutting him off again. You're cutting him off
because he keeps talking. He's grandstanding. When do I get to respond?
You can't handle it.
He's been talking for 10 minutes.
Look, Daniel, you're welcome to the conversation. If you have to be somewhere, you're welcome to leave. It's up to you. I set the ground rules from the beginning. When somebody speaks, other people listen respectfully. As when you were speaking, I listened. So if you would just allow him to finish. You spoke
for like 3 minutes.
Sure.
This is dishonest. Very dishonest, Uthman.
How is that dishonest? I said when somebody speaks, the other person listens. Did I give a time limit?
Like, how long did it take you to set this up? Like, you're coordinating?
Bro, I'm inviting people like yourself and others who have opposing views to have a productive conversation.
You never said that. You said, I'll accept your invitation for discussion.
To have a productive discussion.
Are you going to keep
Did I say that nobody else is invited?
Why are you running? Why are you complaining?
Yeah, no one else is invited. Yeah.
Why are you complaining?
You're not discussing at all.
Do you want to bring? Do you want to bring all your Shirazi cousins?
The reason I'm not discussing.
See, he's insulting me again. He's insulting.
How is this an insult? How is an insult to say you're from Shiraz? Didn't you just say that on your own stream? Like, why is that an insult?
This is a disrespectful person. We wanted to have a respectful discussion, and this is how you set it up. This is shameful behavior, Uthman.
On your stream, you have 40,000.
And it makes you look really dumb.
You're the one cutting people off. You're the one
Like
not letting
you
people
titled
speak.
it proxy
You're the
regimes.
one talking Ufer.
All he's
Really?
doing is grandstanding. He's just
Are
like
you that
insulting
scared of him?
Iran. Like, are you that scared of me? Are you
No,
that scared of me?
I let you speak.
You clearly
Did I
are.
interrupt you?
You,
Did I
you
interrupt
clearly did. You interrupted
speak over
our
you?
conversation by bringing in a
Daniel,
third party
when you were
that no one
speaking,
knows. Like, who knows?
Did I
Does your
talk over
audience
you?
knows that? Do you stand by everything that Zuma says?
Are you gonna?
I
Are
don't
you?
stand by everything
you gonna-
you say, and I don't
you-
stand by everything
Does
he says.
does Zumas?
Are you
So
gonna-
Zumas
are you gonna-
criticizes
are you gonna-
rulers.
are you-
Uthman, Uthman, Zumas
Are you gonna-
criticizes
But
Gulf
I thought I
rulers.
was
Do you
an-
accept
but I thought I
that?
was an agent. But I thought I was an agent. How many times did you call me like a
But
Gulf agent? Now you're saying
Zumas-
like I criticize you.
Zumas criticizes. This is important.
Zumas, give me a second, okay?
Is it
Daniel.
allowed to criticize
Daniel,
Gulf rulers?
Daniel,
Is it?
Daniel,
Can you?
Daniel,
Is it allowed?
you asked a question.
It's a simple question.
Let me
Yeah, answer. Go
Okay.
ahead.
The first question you asked is, do I stand by everything Zuma said? Right? I brought you on the show. I don't stand by everything you say. I don't have to stand by everything Zuma says. This is a conversation amongst the people of the Sunnah to have a productive conversation. Now, if you don't mind, let him finish as I allowed you to finish, and then you can speak.
I
Thank
asked you a question.
Go ahead, Zuma.
I asked you a question.
I answered your
You didn't
question.
answer your question.
that
Are we allowed to
Zumas-
criticize
I-
rulers? Yes or
listen,
no?
Listen.
Are we allowed to
listen,
criticize
listen.
rulers? Yes or no?
Daniel, once again, to be clear, this stream, as I said in the beginning, is about Iran. Now, there are times when you can criticize rulers, yes, and the ulama of Islam have explained that. Whether he does or not, it's up to him. I'm not justifying everything Zumas does in his life. He is not me. And I'm not justifying everything you did. We're trying to have a productive conversation amongst the people of the Sunnah with opposing views.
He's a person of the
I
Sunnah?
spoke, I allowed you to speak.
He's the person of the Sunnah?
Oh,
I believe so. Yes. Is it
How?
not
What's the
from
where?
Sunnah?
What evidence? What evidence is there?
Daniel, you just can't run from him now.
We don't
to be
even know
honest,
his.
bro.
We don't even know what it
man-
looks like.
Let the man speak.
We need to accept
the man
Khomeini's
speak.
Islam. Like
Why?
we need to accept Khomeini's Islam.
You
Like
can't
based
let
on
him
the
speak.
appearance.
Why?
Like,
Like if I imagine
if we apply it
Daniel,
to me,
we've let him
you really
speak
are
for 10
coming off
minutes, you're not
scared.
letting me speak.
Okay,
I'm coming off scared. I'm coming off
told you
scared.
repeatedly, let him finish, let him speak, and I will give you time to speak.
You'll give me time, so you're a moderator.
I am. Yes, this is my stream. I am
You
the
did-
moderator. Yes.
No, it's my
And I'm
stream
a part of
too.
the
I invited
conversation.
you to a stream. Okay,
Just
I
say
invited
you're gonna
you,
run off.
All right.
Just say
and now you're
gonna run off.
moderating.
Just say
Can
you're
No,
gonna
I'll
run off.
debate you any day of the
allow
week,
Uthman?
Zumas.
Then do it now.
I'll
Then
debate
do
you
it-
any.
Then do it now.
So
Then do
You've
it now.
prepared
Do
an
it
entire
now.
presentation.
No,
What's the
do it
topic
now.
of the
No, do
debate?
it now.
What's the debate?
No.
What's the debate topic?
Do you read the what's the title of the
What's the
debate?
debate topic?
You
From
know
the
what the title is.
beginning,
You know
What
I
is the
said-
title?
You know
What
what
is
it
the
is.
debate
You know
title?
what it is. It is about the unity with Iran. You already know that. Why are you pretending to be dumb?
You know that.
What
And
is
we
the-
said at the
so
beginning of the
that's
show.
not-
You know.
How do I know that?
You know.
I didn't even know that you're
Of
gonna
course
join
you
the
know that.
stream.
Of course you know that. You can't even debate. I showed up.
The
to
debate?
your-
How about the debate?
I
Is
showed
Iran a
up-
bigger
I
threat or
showed-
Israel?
I showed up to your stream unprepared multiple times. And what do?
Where?
You
When?
don't accept me.
When?
Oh, I'll
When?
I need to show you the tweets. You already
Never.
replied to me. Why do you? Oh,
What
oh,
stream
you're
did you
lying.
join?
You're lying. You're lying.
What stream did you ever
Did I not
join?
message
Daniel,
you? Did I not message you
You're
on
just,
Twitter?
you're
Daniel,
just
I'm waiting
jumping,
for you.
Daniel.
Yeah.
Zeus,
go
can you
ahead.
finish? Can you finish? We're not just gonna
Yeah.
do this yelling back and forth.
I need
Can
a
you
time
finish your
limit,
point,
okay?
please?
Yeah,
It's been
barakallah.
15 minutes.
You know,
I need a
Look,
time. What is his time?
Nobody's
he's
gonna
here
give you a time limit,
grandstanding.
and nobody's gonna give him a time limit. Can you finish your point, Zumas?
Barakallah feek. I mean, it looks like, Iran needs like a new propagandist after this because he's quite losing the temper at me just for my mere existence. And he's quite turning into the little Khariji takfiri that he claims everyone else is. So yeah, there's that, like, oh, what's the evidence for his Islam? I mean, I'm sure that's like a very Islamic approach, instead of judging upon the apparent, one would say. But in any case, that's then the Haqiqatjou for you.
And then the third speaker says
Can you hear the
something
stream?
like,
The clip?
Yeah.
Iran hasn't done anything since October 7th except provide logistical support. So, that's a big thing. Logistical support is a big thing that Iran is providing, and then
So Daniel, when he goes around and makes these streams, he says like, oh, Abu Ubaidah, he says without Iran there would be no Palestinian this and that, there would be no Palestinian resistance without Iran. But then when I corner him, when I give him recent statements of Hamas official, of the co-founder of Hamas, saying that Iran did nothing for Palestine, for us, Iran did nothing for us in the context of October 7th, except give us minor logistical support. what does Daniel say? He says, oh, logistical support is actually very important. The falafel sandwich has to reach, from this road instead of that route. And this is like what it comes down to. Like, he's not honest. Like, we're dealing with someone who's very like dishonest. And his whole shtick is based on, what is it based on? Like, because for example, like here, I'm telling him like there's videos of Hamas tanking Turkey, Tunisia, Sudan, Kuwait, Oman, Yemen, Algeria, Morocco, Malaysia, Qatar, and so many other countries that they don't want to name, for example. And what does Daniel reply to me? He says, oh, did you go back to the archive to find this? How about something a little more recent? This is what I'm going to tell you today, Daniel. How about you find me something specific about what Iran has given Palestine since October 7? Produce the evidence that Iran has actually assisted Hamas or the Palestinian resistance in a material way since October 7. Give me something recent. Don't go back to the archives of 2014 and 12 like you always do. How about you do that? And then this is a guy, like, he doesn't know what he's talking about half of the time. This is before the Israeli incursion into Syria. He says, what does he say? He says, the U.S. Army, which works for Israel, has already built military bases in the northwest of Syria on Israel's order. Does he not know that this is a map? This is a map of Syria before the takeover by HTS. This is how Syria looks like. This is northwest Syria. Who controls northwest Syria? What is that yellow thing? Syrian Democratic Forces. Where's HTS? They're there. The Syrian rebel forces, they're here. They're in Idlib. And by the way, all these Turkish bases, these Turkish bases, they're there because of a ceasefire agreement that Russia and Iran imposed on the rebels back as a result of the Astana agreement. So this is Daniel. This is Daniel, like, dishonest. He wants to support this. This is what we should be okay with. For logistical support of a falafel sandwich to Palestine, we should accept this. This is what we should accept. We should accept Syria getting bombed, smashed to shit.
We can't hear, dude. We can't hear you.
We should accept. We should accept like Iraq, like being occupied by Iran. All
we can't hear.
Yes, you can.
Sound.
Yes. We should accept. As a result of what Daniel he calls for, we should accept that Syria gets taken over by Iran. We should accept that Iraq gets taken over Iran. The opportunity cost lost is there's no Islam in these countries. There's deviance. There's polytheism running bland in these countries because of the sheer nifaq of the likes of Daniel Haqiqatjou. This is what we have to be okay, just so we can have logistical support. And so Daniel, as he's put it himself in a tweet, he can call for unity online and do online activism on Twitter.com. Ya Allah, tabarakallah. I'm so proud of you, Ya Haqiqatjou. And this, again, it never ends with him. Wallahi, it never ends with him. In any case, I've said my piece. I think I made it clear. That these things that Iran does, when it comes to the victims of Iran, these are very real victims that he says there are 6 million. There's just 6 million. He says 6 million. He mocks them constantly. He can't even decide if he wants to.
All right, dude, Uthman, we can't hear. When you play the volume, we can't hear.
These are the soldiers of Bashar al-Assad. These are the soldiers of Bashar al-Assad, the ones that he supports so much. These Ba'athi kafir.
Why are you lying? Uthman, these are lies. He's just lying about me. He's just lying. It's been 20 minutes. 20 minutes.
Hold on.
20 minutes of yapping.
Most of that was you interrupting.
20 minutes. No, it was not. 20 minutes. I've been quiet. He's just playing all these clips. No, man, Uthman. This is disgusting behavior, Uthman. Like, it's so sad. I'll debate Zumas. I'll debate this Israeli agent any day of the week. This week, I'll debate you any day of the week. I'll give you all the receipts. Okay, all of the receipts I'll give you that this Israeli agent represents Uthman bin Farooq is a shit. I'll debate you any day of the week.
Sam Turabi praises you. You're basically
Uthman.
like,
he's not a, so what? So what? Anyone can praise me. So what?
Okay.
ISIS could praise someone. So what?
I mean, what do you think of ISIS? What do you think of ISIS?
Yeah, I condemn ISIS. It's a Wahhabi group. Yeah, I condemn ISIS. Yeah.
Okay, because I do. You hold the belief that
I condemn ISIS. Now can I talk? Uthman, what kind of moderator are you? Okay. Uthman, what kind of moderator are you?
Daniel.
I'm talking now. This is my turn to talk.
It's not your turn yet.
How is it not my turn? Who decides?
Because I asked Zumas to finish and you kept talking.
You're not the moderator. I didn't elect you to be moderator, Uthman. Uthman, I didn't elect you. You claim to be a moderator. You claim to be a moderator. You claim to be a mufti.
Ask me what kind of
should we call you Mufti, Uthman? Yeah, according to your own standards. You don't decide who gets to speak at what
in
point.
my life. Thank you so much.
Oh, really?
Daniel,
Really?
for lying about
Interesting.
Me. Yeah. When did I ever say that?
Interesting. Oh, okay.
When did
You
I
haven't
say that,
posted
Daniel?
on Facebook, Mufti Uthman. Should I bring the
Never.
screenshot?
I don't even have
Okay.
a Facebook page.
Well, the person who's managing it has posted that you're Mufti.
I
on
don't
videos.
have a Facebook page. I don't have.
So you're not a Mufti. Are you a
anybody
sheikh?
Post on my
Are you a
behalf.
sheikh?
I've never called myself a sheikh.
Are you a sheikh though?
A mufti.
Are you?
I am just a student.
Because all
of
the
knowledge,
videos.
and you have lied upon me, Daniel. Right now,
Oh, really?
You lied.
When?
You lied. You said I call myself the Mufti. Where?
It's
Show me.
on your Facebook page.
It's
I'll
not
bring
my
the
page.
screenshot.
I don't have a Facebook page. I don't have a Facebook account.
Okay. Yeah,
Daniel,
whoever's
you're lying.
managing.
You
Okay.
lied
Whoever's
about me
managing
right
it.
now.
Who's managing
You're
your
a liar.
Facebook then? Who's managing a page? Uthman bin Farooq.
What
Okay,
part
are
of-
you gonna
it's
are you
not
actually
my
gonna, are you
page.
gonna run away?
Daniel,
Daniel?
no, hold
Are
on,
you gonna
hold on, hold on. I'm not gonna
No,
allow
yes.
him to lie about me to my face. I don't even have a Facebook account. I don't go on Facebook. Anybody can set up an account under my name. There are millions of accounts around the world under other people's names. I have never posted on Facebook. Never have I called. You lied about me, Daniel.
Why?
Now,
No, I didn't. Where did I lie about you? Where did I
You
lie
said
about
call
you?
myself a mufti.
I said the page was posted.
No, you didn't.
Okay?
You're lying now. You
Okay,
said
if
you
I
call
said-
yourself a mufti.
If you yourself,
No, you
okay,
didn't say
people
the
are
page.
using your
No,
name.
Daniel,
People are
you
using
lied.
your name,
You
okay,
lied right
with
now on
thousands
screen.
of followers.
You
I'll correct
are a
myself.
liar
I'll correct
screen.
myself. I'll correct
Thank you.
myself. I'll correct.
Thank
Can I
you.
correct myself?
Yes.
So a page, Uthman bin Farooq, on Facebook that has thousands and thousands of followers has posted Mufti Uthman. Now, is this you? Were you behind the screen when that was posted? Maybe not. I don't know that. I agree. I misspoke. Okay, I misspoke.
Thank you.
I acknowledge
Thank
that. It's just
Thank you.
all of your social
appreciate
media
that.
presents you as Sheikh Uthman, Mufti Uthman, but you're not, right? You're not a sheikh or a mufti. Is that true?
I am not a sheikh. I'm not a mufti. I'm not even a beginning.
So why do you
student of
allow?
knowledge. I'm
Why does your
just-
channel advertise
I'm
that?
just- Daniel, can I finish speaking? Or are you
Why
gonna
does your
cut me
channel
as well
advertise that?
as well? Are you going to cut me off when I'm speaking?
Go ahead.
Thank
Tell
you.
us.
Okay. First thing, you're jumping from the subject. You're jumping from Zumas right now. Make it
No,
clear.
the
You're
subject
scared to
was
address
me and
subject.
your
You are
conversation.
running from the subject.
No, I'm
Clear.
not. The conversation was
Secondly,
me and you.
I do
I'll
not
debate
call myself a
Zumas
mufti.
any day of the
And-
week.
Okay.
I'll debate
Then
Zumas any day of the
today-
week.
2 years for
today
that.
is
You
the
run away.
day of the
Do
week.
you want to see? Do you want
Today
to
is the
see
day
it?
of the
Like,
week.
Yeah.
Zumas, can you finish your point so then Daniel can speak?
Barakallah.
His point. That's one point.
You're
Barak-
speaking over him again.
He should finish his one point.
Again, Daniel. You're speaking over him
You
again.
really don't want to debate
Let
this,
him
Daniel.
finish.
All I'm
I'll
asking
debate
for
you
is
any
for you
day
to-
of the week
Then
on a
let's do it
prepared
today.
topic.
Then let's
A
do it
specific
today.
topic.
Let's
Yeah.
do it then let's
You
do
have
it
an
today.
entire
Let's do
presentation.
this.
Can you
Let's do
please
this.
finish
Let's
your
do it today.
point? Today's the
Okay.
day. Zumas, can you finish your point, please?
Yalla, barakallah.
Without being interrupted.
Barakallah feek, yeah, Uthman. Apparently, also, I'm hearing that Daniel, he's like restricting some of the things on his stream. So that's funny, you know. It shows that his argument is weak, but yani, the haqq is there. So, you know, there will be an uncensored video, inshallah, that will come out of this. Yani, he shouldn't be too scared of that. In any case, as I was saying about the Shia,
That was your
that's
point,
what-
right?
No, I'm not done. I'm not
Oh,
done.
how many points are you making?
I have. Well,
Oh,
let me finish.
Allah.
How many
Can
points are you
let the
making?
man finish, Daniel.
How long? I'm not gonna
You're
sit
like a
here for an
child.
hour.
You're like a
You
child.
made
You're
it
like a
longer
child.
by keep
What's his
continuing
point?
to interrupt.
What's his
You
point?
keep trying to jump from points. Daniel, let the man speak. Just let him finish.
Finish
You
his
would've been done
presentation.
half an
How
hour ago if you
long?
didn't
Tell
keep
me
interrupting.
how long the presentation is.
There's no presentation here, is it?
Can you please
It's just.
finish?
It's just.
Zumas?
It's
You
just-
are
it's just us
literally
talking.
presenting
Where's
a screen.
See,
yes,
Daniel,
I'm
you can't
presenting
even
a
be
screen. You can
quiet for a
present your
minute.
screen
man.
when it's your
Let
turn.
the
You can
man
present
finish
your
his
screen.
point.
You said you had receipts of quote unquote me being a Unit 8200 agent, so you can
Yeah,
present them when
plenty.
it's your turn, little boy. Okay.
Can you finish, Zumas?
Okay, thank you. Barakallah feek, Uthman. As I was saying before he interrupted me, I mean, these are the soldiers. These are the soldiers of Bashar al-Assad. They're going around, they're singing and dancing about how they will oppose Umar ibn al-Khattab radiallahu anhu warda. They will oppose Abu Bakr. They will oppose Uthman, and how they will throw chemical weapons on the people of the Sunnah. They're literally singing this. They're singing this in Syria as they're doing this. Who are they allied to, these soldiers of Bashar al-Assad? Are they not allied? They're literally saying themselves, we have Iran on our side. They're literally singing themselves. What do you people of Uthman have? This is what they're saying. What do you people of Uthman radiallahu anhu warda have? We have Iran with us. We want to bury the Sunni people. and they're allied with Hezbollah, they're allied with Iran, they're allied with Russia, and they come to Syria to do this. And when we call it out, we become the stooge. No, we're principled. We're people who say Iran is a country that has its own regional project. We, on the other hand, will always side with the oppressed people, but we will not whitewash Iran. I myself have said it multiple times. I support Iran against Israel. I do support Iran against Israel, but I'm not going to whitewash Iran's crimes. I'm not going to whitewash them theologically. If North Korea, Kim Jong-un, his people, they worship him. They say he has godly attributes, that he's like the sun and he's born like in I don't know what, la'udhu billah. If those people who prostrate to Kim Jong-un 20 times a day, if they were to fight Israel one day, I would be happy for the people of Palestine. I would be happy for the Muslims, the oppressed Muslims of Palestine. I would be happy to see Israel getting punished. But would I go out of my way to say like, oh, North Korea, mashallah, they have tawheed, and this is 99% shirk and 1% tawheed, and I would go out of my way to defend them in everything they do? I don't need to do that. We need to keep the facts clear. Like he calls me and shill and whatnot. I'm not here to defend anyone. I'm not defending anyone right now. He's here to defend Iran. This is why he's here. He came to your stream, ya Uthman. Wallah, yani, please, let's not get gaslighted here. He came here to defend Iran. Why is he here? He's here to defend the Iranian regime. If he just said, I support Iran against Israel.
Is the point finished?
If he just said, I support the Iran as a country, as a people against Israel, wallah, I would not say a thing against him. Wallah, I wouldn't say a thing. But the fact that he undermines and he whitewashes the crimes of Iran, this is a problem. It is a problem. So yeah.
Finish.
Iran
and he's gonna say no, that he's gonna deny that he like tries to whitewash these crimes. But let's see this like short clip of Daniel where he says like, there's context.
What point? You said finish the point. We're watching clips. How many clips are we gonna watch?
He says there's context. He says there's context to the Shia.
How many clips are we gonna watch?
Are you gonna keep interrupting me, Daniel? Like,
I just want to know. It's 30 minutes. It's 30 minutes.
Keep interrupting. You make it longer, but you keep interrupting.
Because this is, we didn't agree to a lecture from this guy, a presentation from a random person.
He's not a random person. He's introduced himself.
Yes. Who is he? We don't know who he is. He didn't introduce himself.
I mean, relevant.
Where is he from? Where does he live?
He said he's from Iraq.
What's his name? We can't even. We don't know what he looks like. We don't know if he's some Jew in Tel Aviv.
Okay, I'm a Jew in Tel Aviv. Okay.
We don't know. We actually don't know.
How
can we know that?
Can you finish your point, please, so we can continue?
How many clips? We're going to go through my whole history. Wow, Iran supported Bashar al-Assad. What a genius point that no one has ever talked about. Wow, you really got me. You really got me.
You know what really got me? You know what really got me? You know what really got me?
Checkmate. Checkmate. I'm really scared. I'm really scared.
You admitted it yourself. You said Iran helped the U.S. after you called it the Tel Aviv.
Checkmate. Oh, checkmate. Oh, you got me.
Where's the
checkmate?
Where's the U.S. bases on Idlib?
Wow.
Where is
these points? I could never have anticipated.
Stop spewing debunked lies. This is a response to your Tel Aviv.
Okay, is it my turn to talk? Is it my turn to talk now?
Zoom,
is it my turn to talk yet?
Your point?
I'm not
so
denying
Daniel can speak.
That Iran and the United States might have had some kind of under. It's
like
a debate where I'm not even allowed to respond. It's a debate where I'm not even allowed to speak.
You'll have your time.
It's been 30 minutes. Yeah, because I don't have a moderator. Because it's 2v1. It's Daniel versus two people. You're not a moderator. You're not a neutral party. How can you be a moderator? You're not a neutral party. How can you be a moderator?
I didn't cut you off.
Yeah, you did. You did cut me off. You did cut me off by bringing up a random person. Within 5 minutes of the stream, you brought someone in. It's pathetic.
He's supposed to be speaking. You continuously.
He's not supposed to be speaking. Zumas is not supposed to be speaking. Zumas is someone who wasn't invited to this by me.
Now he's fearing me. By the way.
Okay. So can I have a turn to speak now? We got through the whole presentation.
My stream on his channel. He's not even streaming.
Because I didn't know that I was having an impromptu debate with some random Twitter account.
You're a coward who's scared to actually.
No, I'll debate you. You're not showing your face. How can I face you when you don't show your face?
Do it now.
Zoomus.
How can I face you when you're not showing your face?
Well, then you're scared of the bubble that says X.
How can I face you when you won't even show your face? Finish your hour-long presentation.
It's an hour long because you keep cutting it and making it longer. Can you let the man finish?
It's been 30 minutes. of him just
Was it an hour or 30
smearing
minutes?
me.
No,
He's just smearing me.
Back and forth
Apparently,
there. Go
Is it
ahead.
gonna be an hour? That's
Go
my
ahead.
question. Is it gonna be an hour,
You keep
Uthman?
speaking and interrupting him.
Is it going to be an hour?
Zuma,
Is it
can
gonna be
you
an
finish,
hour?
please?
This is like it's like pathetic.
Are you gonna
Like,
finish in
he's
2
just trying to make-
minutes?
He's just trying to make a
2
scene
minutes.
because
Finish
he's
your
not
what you're gonna
face the
say.
fact. He's just trying to make a scene because he's not gonna face the fact.
Finish
And everyone
your
can see
2
it. Everyone
minutes.
can see it, Daniel. Everyone is gonna see
Yeah,
through you.
everyone
Today
can
is-
see it.
Today's gonna. Everyone's gonna see the big expose, Daniel.
Oh yeah, it's a big expose. This is really making me look
You're
bad.
big. It is because you're big. Anyways.
This makes
Zuma,
me
can you
look
finish?
really bad. That's true. Former Iranian presidents making this statement or that statement, and I'm not denying that Iran and the United States might have had some kind of under the table agreement.
So he did
That-
again, like just because the song didn't go before, like he deliberately said, I don't deny that Iran and Israel and the U.S. had a secret under the back room deal. And to me, he says this is Tel Aviv produced lie. He says I made this up. I made this lie up, like in Tel Aviv. This is what he alleges. He tells this guy Al-Qaqa. He tells him like this is very ironic. Stop spewing debunked lies. He's very familiar with me. He refuses to debate me. He comes here now. He's yelling, and I just want to finish on the last point, and then you can say whatever you want to say. And I expect like an academic response. Like,
Yalla,
from you.
2 minutes. Yalla, yalla.
I expect like,
Finish up.
I expect like an academic response.
Yalla,
from
come
you,
on.
Not just you like yelling.
Yalla,
and, like,
yalla.
doing, like,
Yeah, because you're so academic. This was such an academic presentation.
Again, Daniel.
Again, Daniel, he's insulting me. I'm supposed to sit here and take
You're
it.
like a child.
You
You're like a
insult
child.
him?
You're like a child.
I didn't invite him onto this stream. You did.
You're
You're
literally
allowed.
like a
You
child.
like have a Baptist speak
You're
for
not
you. It's
gonna-
embarrassing.
Yeah,
It's pathetic.
Ba'athism is, again, like once again, like he does this again. I'll keep saying it. Like Ba'athism is kufr. You literally posted the other day. Like
So
the biggest
was
defense of
Saddam a
Ba'athism.
kafir? Was Saddam Hussein a kafir?
The scholars of his time takfired him. Who am I to takfir anyone? So the
Was
scholars
he a
of his time
kafir? Yes or no? So were those scholars right?
Daniel, why are you jumping from the point?
Were those scholars right in
Why are you
takfiring him?
jumping from the point?
Was Saddam a kafir or not?
Daniel, let the man finish.
Was he? Was he?
Khomeini a kafir?
Was he? You say Ba'athism is kufr? Was Saddam a kafir?
Finish
is Ayan.
your point. Finish your point.
Iran took control of Iraq from the US, and the rest is history. There are articles online. You can go and study what Shia death squads did in Iraq, wiping out Sunnis and driving out Sunnis from Baghdad.
All you're mentioning is, oh, there were Shia death squads killing Sunnis and they were backed by Iran. Why don't you mention the fact that Saddam Hussein was also a brutal dictator? And he's Sunni. He's not Shia. He's a Sunni dictator. Do you think this is relevant to what happened after 2003? With the Shia death squads, but Iran is acting in a larger context, and these Shia groups are acting in a larger context. You think maybe the Shia death squads are responding to the ISIS death squads?
Okay, so Daniel says that because Saddam allegedly, this is what he said. He claims Saddam killed like these Shia like marsh Arabs, these Shia civilians. He participated in Saddam participated in that in 1991. He says on that basis, because of that event, that justifies the Shia to go in and into Iraq and Baghdad and ethnically cleanse the city of its Sunni population and set up checkpoints where they tell you like, is your name Omar? Good, you get a bullet to your head. Is your name Uthman? You get a bullet to your head. Is your name Muawiyah? Good, you get a bullet to your head. This is what the Shia death squads were doing in Iraq, and they're doing it to this day. In fact, if you like in the continuation of the stream, he says that only 10 to 20,000 Iraqi Sunnis died. Do you know, Uthman, the amount of forcibly displaced in Iraq is like the concept of forcibly displaced is just like a bogus term, like the Shia in Iraq made up, like the Shia government made up.
All right, this has been 35 minutes. Are we done now?
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want?
Are you finished? Like, are you gonna go through every single country? Like what's your point? Is this conversation is just you talking and then Uthman being a thug and silencing me when I respond to you?
And
that's what this is.
And you interrupting every 2 minutes.
Because you're speaking for
Most of the time-
35 minutes.
most of the time
35
is you
minutes.
interrupting.
Look at
Most
this.
of the back and forth
35
time is you
minutes.
interrupting.
Daniel,
Because otherwise you're just
dragging
grandstanding,
it on.
insulting
Let
me.
the
This
man
is like
finish, And then you
When is he going to finish? He's just starting on Iraq. He's giving us his propaganda about Iraq, his Israeli propaganda about Iraq. Like, okay, we get it.
Israeli
Syria,
propaganda?
Iraq.
It's
Yeah,
Israeli
that's what
propaganda.
we're
Are you
hearing.
saying the people of Iraq weren't massacred?
Yeah,
the people of
Saddam
Syria
massacred.
were
Yeah, a lot of
massacred?
people. Yeah, they
Not
were.
Iran?
They were by
Not the
Saddam. They were,
Shia death
and the
squad
United
backed
States.
by Iran?
How many
that
did
didn't
Saddam
happen?
kill? Uthman, how many did Saddam kill? Do you know?
Okay,
Millions.
so
Saddam killed
condemn
millions. Saddam killed
condemn
millions.
Saddam.
Okay.
We can
Oh, Zumas, you hear that?
Hold on,
Uthman says Saddam killed millions.
Hold on a second. Yeah.
You agree
Saddam
with that?
killed- Yeah,
He
yeah,
killed
yeah.
millions.
Yes, Saddam killed millions. Now what? Now here's the
Nobody's
thing.
supporting
Here's the
Saddam
point.
here.
Here's the point you have to address. Here's the point you have to address. You have to address the point why there are Shia death squads backed by Iran and America, by the way, that are walking around in Iraq killing people with the name Uthman and Umar. How are you going to respond to that? How are
That's
you going to
terrible.
respond? You're going to tell me
I
it's
condemn
Israeli
that. I
produced
condemn
lies?
all
You're
death
pathetic.
squads.
You're
I condemn
disgusting.
all
You're
death
disgusting.
squads.
You just called
I
it Israeli
condemn all
lies.
death
You just
death
called it
squads.
Israeli lies. You just called it Israeli lies.
Yeah, you
just
whitewashing
said
Saddam
You
is
just said
Israeli
that.
lies.
You
Yeah.
just said that. You just said it's disgusting.
Yeah.
You disgust me, Daniel.
Yeah, death
You
squads are
disgust me. You're
disgusting. Yeah.
You just called it.
That was your
You just
gotcha.
said it- You just said it 2 minutes ago.
Hey, are we
You just
done?
said
Is it
2
my
minutes ago.
turn now?
You
Is
just
it my
said 2
turn?
minutes ago. Yeah.
Is it my turn?
No, you.
No,
wanna
no,
tell
it's
us
not my
Israeli lies.
turn.
Tell
It's
us-
just
tell us how it's,
okay.
Tell us how it's Israeli lies. Yalla, go ahead.
Okay, my turn to speak now.
Okay.
Tell me how it's Israeli lies.
Okay. No. Zumas, you're done with your points. You asked a question about the Shia death squads. Are they Israeli lies, like Daniel just said, or were they real? Daniel, go ahead and speak. And Zumas, please don't interrupt him.
All right. He spoke for almost 40 minutes with an entire prepared presentation. Uthman bin Farooq invited me to a conversation between him and myself on Pan-Islamic unity. Within 5 minutes, he brings on a person who won't even show his face. He's been accused of being an Israeli spy working with Unit 8200 of the Mossad. And he see,
Don't
there you go.
interrupt. Please don't, Zumas, please don't interrupt. It's okay. Please don't interrupt. Let him speak.
Okay, so I was invited to a conversation with Uthman. Uthman, unfortunately, deceived me. Let everyone know that. He did not contact me privately. He didn't give me any information. He tweets me on this random account. I don't know if it's his. Maybe he'll deny that that's his account, but it's One Message Foundation. And he says that it's not your account, so that doesn't represent you. So then how is this even happening? Because that account speaks as if it's representing you. Anyway, I come onto this.
Is that a question?
No, it's not a question for you. Okay. I'm speaking now. So then I come on to, based on this lie that we're going to have a conversation, within 2 minutes, okay, he just gives his opening remark. I introduce myself. And then you bring in Zumas, okay? Zumas is a Twitter troll. No one knows who he actually is. He doesn't show his face. He has a long history defending Elizabeth Zarkov, okay? A confirmed Mossad agent that he defends and promotes. This is his friend. And all the record is there. I've posted on Twitter. And you bring on Zumas, and that's really shocking because what is Zumas's aqidah? Did you check his aqidah? Did you ask him, like you interrogated me, Uthman, before you invited me to speak at your conference twice, your AIM conference? Did you actually check his aqidah? Does any of the watchers on One Message Foundation channel, do you know who Zumas is, what his aqidah is? Because if you go to his YouTube channel, it's filled with Ba'athist praise of Saddam Hussein, full of shirk and kufr, by the way. These videos that Zumas promotes. And he's whitewashed his channel. He's deleted all this stuff because he's transitioned to now, instead of being a Ba'athist, to being a Sunni sectarian, quote unquote Sunni. Okay, we don't actually know who he is. So this is the person who's representing Uthman bin Farooq. That is shocking. I will be happy to have a debate with Zumas. We've been trying to organize a debate with Zumas, but he never accepts the topics that I propose. The initial topic that we had was, is Iran a bigger threat to Muslims or Israel? Well, for years, Zumas has been saying that Iran is the biggest threat to Muslims. But as soon as I propose a debate to debate Zumas on this, he changes his position. He says, no, Israel is the biggest threat to Muslims instead of Iran. Okay, so you changed your position. We can't have that debate. Let's have a debate scheduled where we have a neutral moderator, we have timed sections, and we have actual structure and organization to a debate. You prepared an entire presentation. You brought all these quote unquote receipts. I have receipts too that I can present and I put into a PowerPoint if I have time to do so, not on the spot. So I'm more than happy to have a debate with this Jew mosque character. I'm just shocked that Uthman trusts him enough to have him represent him as his mouthpiece. So frankly, I'm disappointed in you, Uthman. My questions for you were very simple. I asked you, you refused to answer them. I'm going to ask them now, and I'm not going to wait for you to answer until I finish all the questions so that you don't interrupt me. So don't answer the questions until the end, but I think you owe it to your viewers to answer these questions. Number one, are we allowed to criticize rulers? Are we allowed to criticize the UAE government and criticize its Israeli normalization with the Abraham Accords? Are we allowed to criticize the UAE for building Hindu temples and promoting this kufr perennialist ideology of Abrahamic religions? Are we allowed to criticize the UAE or any Muslim government? Because you have a lot of criticism for the Iranian government, you promote that, but when it comes to the Gulf countries, you say that no criticism is allowed. And you've been on record on this, and I pointed this out. This seems like a very blatant double standard. You have a problem with Iran in Syria or having proxy regimes. I agree. I don't defend everything that Iran does. I don't agree with Shia death squads or whatever you want to try to pin me on. And I definitely don't agree with them supporting Bashar al-Assad. And I condemn Bashar al-Assad. I was happy that he was taken out of power. However, this is a question that you need to answer. To what extent can we criticize Muslim governments? You seem to have a double standard there. And if you have a problem with Iran, you should have even more problem with the UAE. Have you ever condemned the UAE for the Sudanese RSF death squads, Uthman? Because you don't have a record of that as far as I'm aware. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. I don't know. Have you condemned the UAE for supporting Sudanese death squads? Or how about UAE and Saudi involvement in the blockade of Yemen, which led to 300,000 deaths of Sunni Muslims? Will you condemn Saudi and the UAE for that, for their proxy regimes or their proxy forces that created genocide in Yemen or Sudan, or Saudi's involvement with the first Gulf War or the second Gulf War? Will you condemn those governments for that? You have nothing to say about those governments when it comes to Muslims being killed, massacred, genocided by the US, by Israel, by the UAE, by Saudi. You have nothing to say in criticism for those governments. This is like a blatant double standard. And that's why I wanted to talk to you about today. And you bring some agent to be a proxy for you. That's embarrassing, frankly. It's pathetic. And my second point is that say something about the Palestinian resistance. Do you agree with the Palestinian resistance? Do you praise the Palestinian resistance for standing up against Israel, against this genocidal force? I want you to say that you stand up with the Palestinian resistance and you praise them, because they're the ones who are calling. They're the first to call for pan-Islamic unity. They're the first to call with support of all Muslim countries, whether Saudi, UAE, Jordan, Egypt, Syria, Iran, Iraq, all coming together to fight the greater Israel project and Jewish supremacy. That is what the Palestinian resistance called for. So if you have a problem with that, Uthman, don't just attack Daniel, attack the Palestinian resistance. Be a man, okay, for once, be a man and actually condemn the Palestinian resistance if you can do that. I think you're scared. You accused me of being scared and me of running. How about you show some courage, Uthman, and actually praise the Palestinian resistance? And if you have a problem with them, why don't you accuse them of being, agents of Iran, or being hypocrites, or being supporters of the insulters of the Sahaba and the mother of the believers, Aisha radiallahu anha? Why don't you be consistent and condemn the Palestinians for their support of that pan-Islamic unity? That would be consistency. And, frankly, Adnan Rashid, as bad as Adnan is, Uncle Retard, as bad and as delusional and disgusting as Adnan is, at least he was man enough to talk to me and sit across from me for 7 hours, 7 full hours. You couldn't even talk to me for 5 minutes without bringing on a proxy, bringing on a helper. That's shameful. So all of the accusations that Zumas made, this is like old accusations that we've heard a million times. Okay, that I've responded to a million times. Oh, Daniel supports Bashar al-Assad. No, I don't. I condemned him since 2013. No, I don't support Iran for backing Bashar al-Assad. I claim that is a terrible mistake and they should be punished. Iran should be punished. And any government government officials who actually facilitated that should be punished for supporting Bashar al-Assad and his crimes. But the question that I have for people on that side is, you have a problem with Iran, but you don't have a problem with the United States. You don't have a problem with Russia. You have the Ahmad Shara Syrian president who's playing basketball with the U.S. generals and having a good time with them and sitting and listening to, rap music at the concerts. No problem with that. Does the United States have any Muslim blood on their hands? Why is the United States okay to sit and play basketball with and have a good time with, but you can't make an alliance with a Muslim country? Is it because the U.S. is allied with Israel? Is it because that your government is co-opted by the United States and Operation Timber Sycamore, and Ahmed Shara is literally on a first name basis with former CIA director David Petraeus? And David Petraeus is sitting there with Ahmed Shara in New York last year, and they're laughing and they're talking about how such good friends they are. The director of the CIA with the supposed Mujahid Ahmed Shara fighting for the Syrians, okay? And you're like best buds with this CIA agent with countless Muslim lives on his hands, blood of Muslims on his hands. And we're supposed to take Syria seriously, like the new government, as if they're principled, standing for the oppressed Muslims. Like, this is just a joke. This is a joke. And I think that we have to be real. We have to be real about what this kind of division and sectarianism is really about. This division and sectarianism is just a product of Israeli propaganda that unfortunately many Wahhabis are being a part of. Like, they're actually, if they're not like consciously doing it, they're unconsciously, they're inadvertently being proxies for Israel. And that's something that Muslims, alhamdulillah, increasingly recognize. So, I mean, these are the points that I wanted to have for Uthman. If he will respond, that will be great. If he wants to just have Zumas be a proxy for him, that will be quite telling. But again, like, this is the points that I want to make. Number one, can we criticize governments? Can we criticize governments? Because if we're going to criticize Iran, then we should criticize the UAE. We should criticize Saudi Arabia. If we're going to have these ultimate standards when it comes to Aqidah and when it comes to Muslim blood, etc., okay, great. Have that really high bar. Then if you have that high bar, you have to criticize not only Iran, be consistent. Criticize the UAE. Criticize Saudi Arabia. Criticize Kuwait. Criticize Jordan. Be consistent, because they also have Muslim blood on their hands. These countries are also building Hindu temples. UAE is, at least. They're allying with Israel through normalization. And according to the standards of Wahhabism, and Ibn Abdul Wahhab, actually, some of these are nullifiers. Like, these are nawaqid al-Islam. Like, it's a nullifier according to Ibn Abdul Wahhab himself. The 8th nullifier of Iman that takes you out of Islam is allying with the disbelievers and the mushrikeen against the Muslims. So according to Ibn Abdul Wahhab's standards, the UAE government is not even Muslim, okay? Or the Saudi government or whatever government. They're not even Muslim. I'm not making takfir of them. I'm not making takfir. I just want to know if you agree with Ibn Abdul Wahhab that this is a nullifier of Islam, and the UAE and Saudi and these governments, because they ally with the US against Muslims, leading to millions of Muslim deaths, are they actually part of Islam or not? Be consistent and apply those standards. That's what I want to focus on, and we'll see if Uthman can respond to any of this.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Did you notice that nobody interrupted you?
MashaAllah. MashaAllah.
Did
For a surprise debate.
Did you notice
you asked
that
me,
nobody interrupted you?
Can I answer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was put in a position of a surprise debate. So, of course, I'm going to ask, on what basis are you setting up a debate? Who is the moderator? Why should you be the moderator? You're not a neutral party. Like, what is the time limits? Of course, I'm going to interrupt to assert that instead of this trap that you've set in a very dishonest fashion. Of course, I'm going to interrupt to ask that. So you don't have the high ground here morally. Sorry.
Daniel, nobody interrupted you. You continuously interrupted. It wasn't set up as a debate. He has points that he wants to make. You have points that you want to make. And I facilitated that as a conversation. And as I had told you from the beginning, from the ground rules from the beginning, that when one person speaks, others don't interrupt. It is not set up as a debate. It is a conversation that we're having. Now, when he spoke, you continuously interrupted him. When you spoke, nobody interrupted you. We allowed you to speak your point. He is not my proxy. You keep saying these things. I don't agree with everything he says. I don't agree with everything you say. I invited him on and I invited you on. As I reached out to you, I reached out to him. And through people that know me, that know him, that people that know you, that know me, we reached out and said, if we want to have a discussion amongst the people of the Sunnah to have about what should the Muslims do at this moment.
Was there a reason that you didn't tell me about it?
Can I finish?
Was there a reason? Was there a reason that you didn't tell me about it?
I'm sorry.
Was there a reason that you didn't tell me about it?
Daniel,
in advance?
Me again.
That's a basic question.
This, right? Do you notice this?
Yeah, it's a question. Can you answer the question? Was there a reason that you hid that from me? Was there a reason that you hid this from me?
That you continued to ask me questions, told me not to respond. You continued to lob lies and allegations against me. You've already been caught lying on this stream saying that I called myself, and then you corrected yourself knowing that you had lied on this stream. You continued to do that. And when I just start to speak, you continue to interrupt. The world should see this. Look, I did not call you and tell you, hey, Daniel, me and you are going to have a one-on-one. No, we said, as I announced, that we're going to have a conversation amongst the people of Sunnah. You are welcome. I don't agree with everything. You're not my proxy, and he's not my proxy. You have your point of views. He has his point of view. He brought his point of views. You were more than welcome to present your point of views, and you did, and nobody interrupted you. Now, what's interesting is that the questions he asked you, you didn't answer them. He asked you, what support did Iran give post October 7th? You didn't answer it, right? The Shia death squads that you are brushing off, like, okay, they had it, but Saddam had it. How does that make it okay? Nobody.
UAE had it. UAE had it.
Again, not you see this?
UAE
Does
had
the world see this?
Yeah, I hope everyone's watching this.
Interrupting?
He's gonna say what?
Like, why can't you address? Can you even say the word UAE?
Nobody interrupted you, Daniel. You went off the point. You made false accusation. I still let you speak. You asked me questions, told me don't answer until I'm
You're
done.
not giving your point of view. You're just rehashing the propaganda from this no-name Twitter account.
Are you not going to allow me to speak?
Can you give your own points? Can you actually address? Can you? You're just saying that I didn't address something someone else said.
Don't tell me what my points are.
You're just saying that I didn't address something that someone else said.
I did not tell you don't give your point of view and don't give this and that.
Do you have any? Do you have any of your own thoughts?
These are my own thoughts. Thank you, Daniel. Now, you did not answer his question, right? Instead, you did not. He asked you, what support did Iran give post October 7th? Did you answer that?
Yeah, in the actual stream that
Did you answer that right now?
The stream that he clipped from.
He asked you. What
I can answer that in a debate that we can organize.
Yes or no?
Why am I supposed to answer his questions? Why am I here to answer his questions? No, not at all. Not at all. What's happening? What's happening is that Uthman is using Uthman.
You lied multiple times.
Anybody.
Uthman is using you as a human shield. It's like an Israeli tactic.
I'm not Hezbollah.
Zumas is the human shield, okay? This is like Mossad tactics. Mossad tactics.
Listen, this is a conversation we're having. And you're not the only one that can have a conversation.
MashaAllah, great point. Brilliant.
And I am not using anybody as a proxy. I am speaking my own mind. And Zumas is speaking his own mind, as I assume you're speaking your own mind. But you notice when you spoke, even though you were insulting, even though you were name calling, even though you were asking me questions and then telling me don't respond, I allowed you to finish respectfully. But every time anybody else speaks, you interrupt.
Yeah.
Now, you did not answer the question of did Iran support anything post October 7th that he asked. So regarding the Muslim Ummah, you did not. I'm listening to the whole stream. Did anybody else
in the stream that this clip, what he clipped from, I detail exactly what Iran has done to support.
So what is it?
What is it?
So what is it?
Diplomatically, they're supporting.
Okay,
Logistically,
diplomatic.
they're supporting. Okay, Abu Ubaida's.
Let him speak. Let him speak.
Diplomatically, you said
Let him speak. Let him speak. Let him speak. Let him speak. Go ahead, Danny.
Okay.
What military force support did Iran give to the Palestinian resistance post October 7th?
Wait, first of all, why is this a standard? Like, if Iran is culpable, let me concede. Let me see. Oh, who's interrupting now? Oh, who's interrupting now? Who's interrupting now? Who's interrupting now? Who is answering you? No, let me make the point. Let me make the point. Okay. What is the standard that you're applying? Let me concede that Iran did nothing since October 7th for Palestine. Okay. Okay, good. So then what if that's the standard, then all of these countries that you're constantly glazing on your channel, like UAE and Saudi, they've also provided nothing.
I'm sorry.
When did you glaze? When did you glaze it? Yeah, just on the. We posted the clip. We posted the clip on Crispy Mim. You had a podcast, and this is literally what you said. I'll quote you. You said, let's see. We can even play the clip. If you go to Dubai, quote, Uthman bin Farooq, if you go to Dubai, you will see a society where there is less crime, there is more unity, and there is more understanding than Western countries. And this is on the podcast.
That's very true.
That's glazing. Yeah, you're so glazing the UAE.
That's not glazing. Absolutely not. Are you saying there's more crime in Dubai than the US?
What's the unity in the Dubai that you're praising?
Okay, hold on. Daniel, is there more crime in Dubai than the US?
No, there's less crime in Dubai.
So you're glazing Dubai now. You're glazing.
No, I don't go and dedicate a channel. I don't dedicate. I don't dedicate. I don't go on podcasts. I don't go on podcasts and praise UAE.
On your own
what are you talking about?
Because I said that Dubai has less crime.
More unity, and more understanding. What's the unity in the Dubai? What's the unity that you're praising?
You tell me.
What's the unity?
Let me speak, Daniel. Now, we in the United States, are we more united as a government between Democrats, Republicans, between the alt-right and the extreme Antifa left wing that's shooting at Trump and alt-right that are shooting at others? Are we more united, or is the United Arab Emirates more united?
So it's good to be united.
Which one? Which one is united?
Is it good to be united?
Just a question. Which one is more united?
No, is it good to? I don't even know what this unity means. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
You know what I mean by that. Daniel,
no, I don't. I'm asking you. So Democrat and Republican, like we should be united with Democrats and LGBT, and we should be united.
Again,
then what do you?
We should not.
We should not.
Listen, we should not be united with LGBT. No. What I'm saying.
Then what unity are you talking about?
As a country, the United States has more crime, has more division, people shooting at each other than the UAE. Is that true or not?
Are people shooting at each other more in the US than Dubai? Yeah, but what is this unity? Like, is unity a virtue?
Daniel, you're running.
Is unity a virtue or not? You're running because you don't define what unity is. If unity is a good thing, if unity is a good thing, see
that there is.
If unity is a good thing for the UAE, why isn't it good for Muslims? If unity is good, why can't we have unity for Muslims?
100%. We want unity for Muslims, but never
great.
accepting shirk and kufr. Justifying
is Hindu temples in the UAE shirk and kufr?
See how you're interrupting me now? Daniel, you cannot have a conversation. You got nothing. You're exposed to the world now. You just can't answer a single question. Is the UAE as a country more united, or is the United States, where we just had somebody take a shot at Trump last night at the White House dinner? Before that, we had shots taken at him. We have people throwing riots and running each other with cars, and Antifa shooting at alt-right wing, and the Proud Boys shooting at them, ICE agents, and what's going on. Is the UAE more united, or is the United States?
Yeah, the UAE has more unity by building an Abrahamic house with Jews and Christians and. Can I respond? Can I respond? Who's interrupting now? Who's interrupting now?
Go ahead. Respond.
Can I finish? Yeah, the UAE has a lot of unity, more than the US, because the government there builds Hindu temples, builds the Abrahamic house with a synagogue, Jewish synagogue, a Christian church, and then a masjid, all on equal basis. And they promote the Abrahamic religion, and they spread this. This is their proxies. They spread it throughout the Middle East, and they even try to spread it into the West. And this has been documented that the UAE has tried to close down Muslim groups by coordinating with US or Western governments to accuse Muslim groups like CARE of being terrorist supporters, to shut them down. The UAE is all about unity when it comes to unity with Israel, when it comes to unity with Tel Aviv. Yeah, they're pro-unity with Hindus, with Modi. They're very pro-unity. Do you condemn the UAE for that? Do you see that? You don't have to condemn them. Do you see it as a problem even?
Are you done?
Can you answer?
Are you done?
Can you answer the question?
Are you done speaking?
Can you answer the question though?
I just want to make sure you're done, because when I start
I
speaking,
want to know. I want to know if you
there
can
go.
answer the
Now you're gonna
question.
start interrupting me. Are you done speaking?
I want to see if you can answer this
Are
question
you
directly.
done speaking?
Do you support Hindu temples? Yes or no?
I do not support Hindu temples.
You support the UAE building Hindu temples.
Now, will you allow me to speak, or are you just going to keep interrupting?
Do you condemn UAE for building Hindu temples?
I just, look, you asked a question, I answered it, now you're jumping from it. Now, let me finish. When you said I glazed the UAE, you are a liar, right? And I've proven that now. When I said they have lower, you read it, I said they have lower crime than the US. That is absolutely true, and you admitted to it. So if that's glazing the UAE, then you're glazing the UAE. Secondly, are they more united as a society than the United States? 100% they are. And you just admitted to that. Trying to jump about Hindu temples and synagogues. You think in America we don't have Hindu temples? We don't have synagogues? You think the American government's not pro-Israel? The United Arab Emirates, I have never glazed them, but what I said about them is true. It's a society that's safe. I've been there. I've walked around at night. I'm much safer there than I am in Chicago, than I am in LA, than I am in New York, than I am in St. Louis, East St. Louis anyway, right? So when you see a society like that, that's stating a fact. That's not glazing anybody. And you agreed to that. Are there a united society, unlike the United States, where we have people shooting at each other constantly? Yes, they are. And you have to admit to that. Now, do I agree with everything any government does? No, every government's going to have some faults. But when you ask me these questions and then you keep jumping from question to question without allowing me to answer, this is hypocrisy, because you're running. You still have not answered the other questions that Zumas asked. Instead, you jumped, right? But I'm allowing you, I'm answering what you asked. When you said, do I condemn America's invasion and America's aggression? I already made a video. You saw it. Of course I do. Do I stand with the people of Palestine? Of course I do. Do I stand against, do I condemn Israel as an apartheid Zionist state? Of course I do. And I've said it openly, and I've said it repeatedly. And you know that because you have watched those videos and you've reacted to those videos. So I don't know why the hypocrisy of trying to bring that up. And I still allowed you to speak. I didn't interrupt you because as a civil conversation, we allow each other to speak. Now, when it comes to criticizing, Iran, for example, is a government that, and I've played the videos in the video that I made, and you made reactions. You can look at those. We can play them again if you like. As a government, has killed more Muslims than Israel. The death squads that Iran backed, that, and I'm not talking about some Western media spin. I know people from Syria whose children were killed, personally know them, with chemical weapons that the Bashar government got from the same Iranian regime you're defending. I will never defend that. Okay? Iran is a government that promotes shirk and kufr in many different ways. And the gentleman that you had on your show, Qadri or whatever his name was, in front of you, he said, yes, we curse the Sahaba. We don't do it in front of, and all the fatwa that you were saying that, oh, Khomeini said that this is a bunch of, he said, no, he said, we just say that because we don't want to do it in front of you. He said it. He said, when we're in private, we curse the Sahaba. We curse the likes of Aisha, radiallahu anha, and Abu Bakr, and Umar, and Uthman, radiallahu anhum, calling them murderers, calling them kuffar, calling la'an, cursing them. He said, I don't do it in front of you, but in private we do. And then he gave the example. He said, I don't speak the same in front of my father as I do in front of everybody else. Does that make sense? And you were like, yeah, that makes sense. How does that make sense? I'm not going to defend those that curse the most beloved to the Prophet ﷺ. I'm not going to justify people that say that the entire universe is under the control of their imams. I'm not going to. I'm not going to justify a government that has killed, at least as statistics have shown, 500 to 600,000 Syrian innocent people. And now the straw man that you keep setting up, I'm not defending the current Syrian government. I have nothing to do with them. I'm not defending Saddam. I'm not defending any of them. But when I see people trying to justify saying, well, this is not shirk if they say the imams control the universe and give life and death and control every atom, that's not kufr. That's where I draw a line. When people start whitewashing such crimes, right? I draw a line. I, as Uthman ibn Farooq, stand with the people of Syria, with the people of Yemen, with the people of Palestine, with the innocent people of Iran. I feel for them. The awam, the regular people, I feel their pain. But that's not going to take me to accept somebody saying, yeah, I curse Aisha radiyan. Aisha radiyanha was the most beloved person to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You know that. When the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was asked, who is the most beloved person to you? He said, Aisha. When he was asked, Sahih al-Bukhari, what about from the men? He said, Abuha, her father, Abu Bakr. He said, what about after that? He said, Umar. Now, if you're going to tell me that sit next to and shake hands, me, myself, with a person who says, yeah, that mother of the believers, we curse her when we're alone. That Abu Bakr, that Umar, that Uthman, that the Prophet loved, we say they're in the hellfire when we're alone, just not in front of you. I'm not going to accept that. Now, when it comes to criticizing governments, I'm giving you your answer. Listen up now. There are times you can. And the scholars of Islam have put that forward. And I listen to the scholars. As I said, I'm not a scholar, right? As we said in the beginning. So I go to the scholars. I ask them in the light of the Quran and authentic ahadith. And when there is criticism to be put forward, I support it. But when I don't know about a situation enough to speak on it, I don't, right? But when I see the death squads in Iraq that I know very well, I know people personally, brothers that I do da'wah with, whose fathers were killed, not just one, multiple, by those death squad that you're kind of brushing off, that Iran backed, the same regime. Not one or two, 1 million Iraqis have been killed. 1 million. I'm not going to leave that. Look, I stand with the people of Sudan, may Allah protect them. I stand with the people of Palestine, may Allah protect them. I stand with all of them. And I'm not going to just go around and start saying, oh, this government's like this government like this, until we know. But the Irani Shia government, the Rafidi, who curse the Sahaba, who promote the killing of Muslims on videos that I quoted in my video, that clearly say they want to take over Medina and Mecca and Riyadh, these videos that we posted, I'm never going to support that. And I'm not going to whitewash that. Right? Now, I've answered yours. Zumas, are there questions you asked that Daniel hasn't answered?
Wait, I haven't. So I have. You didn't say anything about the UAE. You didn't condemn the UAE. You did not condemn them. Like you want to say. So you want to say.
Listen, Daniel. You asked questions. I answered them very clearly.
No, you didn't.
I never glazed the UAE.
By the way, can I show on the screen? Can I show on the screen you calling yourself Mufti? Like your official channel is calling yourself a Mufti? Can I share that?
Go ahead.
Can I share the screen?
Yes. Let's see Daniel's lives be caught live.
Okay, do you see this short? It says Aqidah with Mufti Uthman. This is from
Yes.
Uthman bin Farooq official. Is this not your official channel?
That is not my official channel.
Okay, that's not your official channel.
How about this Facebook?
How about the Facebook page?
Daniel, do you understand what I just said, by the way?
Yeah, I understand. I'm glad that
My
you're clarifying.
channel-
I'm
my
glad that you're
channel is
clarifying.
One Message Foundation.
Okay, so that's not
That's
for
it.
anyone who's confused. Othman Ibn Farooq official that's not his channel, and this
That
is
is
not your
not.
page. Can you see this? Uthman bin Farooq, 39,000 followers. Can you also deny that this is your page?
I only see the same video you had up. Can you change it for a second?
Let's see.
This is absolutely not my page.
Okay, absolutely not your page.
Absolutely not my page. I don't have Facebook.
Mufti Uthman. Okay. So these are. So you've never been on a live stream where it's advertised as Mufti Uthman bin Farooq. It's never happened.
Daniel, you
yes or
asked
no?
the question. Let me answer now. Because your lies are caught. Now you're getting frustrated. Look, I don't even have Facebook. I don't have Facebook on my phone. I don't have Facebook on my laptop. I don't have Facebook. Our channel is called One Message Foundation. Now, there are hundreds of channels out there with my name on them. I don't even know many of the people that run those channels. I don't even know who they are. May Allah reward them for whatever good they're doing, right? There are people that have started channels under my name. I don't copyright strike them because if they're promoting good, may Allah bless it for them. I don't monetize my videos. My long form videos on One Message Foundation are not monetized. So we're not worried about money. I don't have a Patreon. We're not worried about that. So those are not mine. If somebody introduces me as Sheikh Uthman, that is up to them. If somebody wants to introduce me in any, like in Pakistan, for example, they might say Maulana, that's up to them. I have never called myself a mufti. I do not run any of those channels. You lied, you admitted to your lie, move forward. Now, Zumas asked you questions you have not answered. I have given you time to speak. I have answered your questions.
You did not.
Zumas, can you
did not answer my questions.
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
You did not.
You
did not.
Do everything.
I'm going.
Go ahead.
I'm going to ask again,
Zumas,
Uthman. Do you condemn the UAE? Do you condemn the UAE for building Hindu temples? Yes or no?
Once again.
Do you condemn the UAE for building Hindu temples? Yes or no?
Daniel. Are you going to let me speak?
You don't have to takfir them. You don't have to takfir them. Just say that it's wrong.
Anybody.
It's wrong for the UAE to build Hindu temples. It's wrong for the UAE to build Hindu temples. Can you say that? Is it that difficult for you to say? Okay, let me ramble on then. Let me ramble on. Let me ramble on. Is it that difficult for you to say it is wrong? Is it?
I've never heard you
answered that clearly.
You did not. You did not. You did not.
What about the Hindu temples in Iran?
You did not. You did not. I condemn Iran for building any Hindu temples. There you go. Yes, I condemn them. I condemn them. There you go. Now, Uthman, no, let me stop using a human shield. Okay, stop using a human shield. Uthman, answer for yourself. Answer for yourself. Can you say that? Is the UAE wrong? Is the UAE wrong? Do you condemn? Do you condemn? I'm not running. You're running. Can you condemn? No, you did not.
I have things to say. Now, hold on a second. He accused me of something very serious. He accused me of being a unit 8200 shill and la'udhu billah and whatnot.
No one knows who you are. Who cares?
It's only.
Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
Accusation. Where's your proof?
Who are you?
Daniel, where's your
Who
proof?
are you? Who are you even? Who are you? Did you ask for proof, Uthman? Did you ask for proof for any of the nonsense that he was saying? So, Uthman, you did not. You did not ask Zumas for proof of anything. You didn't ask him for proof for anything. Your questions and criticism, Uthman, are just for me.
That's not true.
You're not neutral. Stop presenting yourself as a neutral moderator.
Look, Daniel, I stopped him from interrupting you repeatedly, right?
No.
No,
you did not.
Go ahead and speak.
Yeah, thank you, Barakallah Feek. So he made a long list of.
Oh my God! Back to the presentation. Come on. Is this a conversation or is this a presentation or conversation?
You're interrupting.
I have to keep this is so annoying.
Interrupting, Daniel.
Yeah, of course I'm interrupting. Yeah.
You brought your screen up. You showed things, Daniel. Nobody told you. Presentation.
Look, this is such a waste of time.
Can you stop interrupting?
Because you've been exposed.
Oh yeah, I've been exposed. You can't even condemn the UAE for death squads in Sudan.
Listen, Go ahead.
Yeah, listen, death squads in
I'm gonna let him
Sudan.
speak now.
Uthman has nothing against that. Nothing to say against UAE
I
supporting
already
death squads in
spoke.
Sudan.
Look,
Do you condemn the UAE
listen,
for supporting RSF?
Are you
oh my
gonna?
Allah, this guy cannot let anybody speak.
Yeah,
I
think
have
you should just-
clearly answered you already, and I will again, but allow our brother to speak. I allowed you to speak. You kept interrupting. When he interrupted you, I stopped him. He showed evidences for what he said. You
No.
said he's agent from whatever. Show your evidence.
Yeah, you condemn the
Wait,
RSF death squads from the
There
UAE.
he goes. There he goes. No evidence. No evidence.
Are you scared to condemn
No
them?
evidence.
Barakallah.
Are you allowed?
Look,
Are you scared to condemn the UAE?
I am
Are-
not paid. by
Is
any
MBZ
government.
allowing you to condemn?
Alhamdulillah.
Is
Nobody
MBZ
controls
allowing
me.
you to condemn him?
Look, you're just afraid to now stand up and say that you called him an agent and you have no evidence.
Are you scared of
just
MBZ?
Slander. See, now you can't answer.
Are you scared of
Yeah.
MBZ, Uthman?
Zumas,
Hold
go
on a
ahead.
second.
I'm not
Yeah,
scared of
Barakallah.
anybody but Allah.
Then condemn them. Condemn the UAE then.
And is he gonna
Look.
stop interrupting? Like, is he just
Condemn
gonna
them.
bark? Like, are you
He's
just gonna bark?
keep interrupting? Yeah.
Condemn. No, I just want a clear answer from Uthman. I just want a clear
I
answer.
already gave
Condemn
you
the
a clear
UAE.
answer.
No, you didn't
Listen,
condemn them.
Just stop.
I
So
said-
say that you won't condemn them.
Here,
Just say it
listen, Daniel.
explicitly.
Daniel,
Stop
Daniel,
running.
Daniel, I'm gonna make it
Oh
simple
my
for you.
Stop
I'm gonna
running,
make-
man.
I'm gonna make it simple for you. You
Don't be
said-
scared.
you said-
MBZ
you
can't
said-
do
you
anything
said
to
that-
you,
said that
Uthman.
I changed my opinion. You said I changed my stance.
MBZ can't
All
do
of a
anything
sudden-
to you.
Look-
Just
look
stop
at
going.
Daniel.
Stop
Daniel's just gonna
taking.
talk over people now
Stop
because he's
taking
afraid.
luxury tours in
This
the
is how
UAE.
afraid
He
you are.
wants
Uh,
to be kicked out. That's the thing.
Yeah, you're
Daniel,
scared to
Daniel,
condemn the
Daniel,
UAE.
He wants
Why
to
are
be
you
kicked. This is
scared
his
to
way
let
out.
somebody
This is
speak?
his way out. This is his way
Let him
out.
Why are you scared to condemn the
Let him
UAE?
He doesn't
Let him
want to have the
speak.
conversation.
You won't
He
let
doesn't
him
wanna have
speak.
the conversation.
Because you're scared.
Okay. Barakallah fiki, Uthman. He said that I changed my stance when it comes to who's the bigger threat, Iran or Israel. Like, this is a tweet from April 14, 2024. What did I say? I said, if Iran does real damage to Israel, I will stand with Iran. It's a matter of principle that Israel is an enemy, but I also consider Iran to be an enemy, and there's no contradiction in this. And I told him, I dare you to debate me. This is what, October 31st, 2025. Then here because he also lied. He said afterwards, he said, I never came up to his dream. I never told him to debate anything. This is March 29th. This is like what, 3 weeks ago? I told him, stop running away from debating me on Iran's cooperation with the US and debating clowns like Houthi, and then he said, send the link. I'll join you right now. Daniel
Hotha's your
replied,
friend, right? Hotha's your friend.
How is he my friend? How is he? He's like a clown.
He's not?
like a clown. He's like your clown. He's like your clown.
So it's just another account like
Yeah,
you.
are you
It's like a
gonna-
group of
He's
clowns.
showing
Are
you
you-
receipts and you're
Okay, hold
interrupting
on.
him now.
Yeah.
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 So
Hold on. a
yeah,
second.
this is
No,
a presentation
stop,
of
stop.
nonsense. Like
It's
he's
not
lying.
nonsense.
He's saying
Listen,
nonsense.
No, stop
You
interrupt-
showed lies on your screen that I
Yeah.
clarified that were lies, and nobody said, "Oh, your presentation." When he shows you evidence,
No,
now
I
you're
asked
like,
you
"Oh, it's
actually
lies."
if you were on a live stream where you were addressed as
Oh, you're
Mufti.
gonna
You didn't
stop
correct
doing
them. You don't correct them when
And
you're called
again,
Mufti.
Like I
Is that a
said,
lie? Is that a lie?
Daniel, you
that a lie?
lied and said,
Is-
I
is
call
that a
myself
lie?
Mufti.
Is that a
That's-
lie?
Can I
So when
finish,
people
Daniel?
call you, so when
Oh my
people in
God,
front of
Daniel,
you,
You are such a rude individual.
well, at
what's
least I'm
wrong
not a
with you?
coward. At least I'm not a coward.
You are a coward.
At least
That's
I
why
use
you're
human
running.
shields.
You won't
That's why I
even-
don't
you
use
won't
human
even-
shields.
You won't even let me
That's
talk.
why
I don't
won't
use
let
human
him finish.
shields at least.
I don't use any shields. I responded to you. I'm speaking to you. This is an open conversation. Zumus is just as welcome as you are. I don't agree with everything he says, and I don't agree with everything you say. You're not a shield, and he's not a shield. Stop running. Let him speak.
You stop running from condemning the UAE.
Okay, Barakallah feek. Thank you. Then, I tell him, yalla, let's debate it. The Iran's cooperation with the US, when it comes to Iraq and Afghanistan. He says, okay, let's debate it. Who cooperated the most? Iran, Saudi Arabia, and Turkey. I tell him, I think all of these countries have cooperated. This is like a stupid gotcha. I've documented that. But you are the one who explicitly makes it a point to defend and exonerate Iran. And then he says, you concede that the GCC countries played more of a role. And I quote tweet him. I tell him, I extend the challenge to debate again. I tell him, I offered to join your stream unprepared, and you declined, like the coward you are. And now you ask me that question. Now you can ask me that question and any other in the debate. And I offer you the topic. Did Iran
Who cares? Who are you? Who gives you? Why are you entitled to my stream? Why are you entitled to my stream? Because he's talking on and on. He has an entire presentation. He has an
didn't
entire
interrupt you, and I didn't
presentation of
let him.
nonsense.
Let the
This is
man
nonsense.
speak.
He's like
showing
posting
you
screenshots and
evidence.
accusing me of being
He's
scared
showing
of
you
him.
receipts, Daniel.
You can't refute me. You can't refute me. This is the
This
thing.
is this means
And, like-
nothing.
And
Like,
yeah, it's like nothing, but you just keep getting ratioed over and
But
over
you
again. So that's the
said
thing.
yeah, sure.
that he wouldn't jump on his
Is that
stream,
not the
on your
case? Is that
stream.
not the
He's
case?
showing you the receipts.
Are you not getting ratioed, Daniel?
These are receipts of nothing. These are these are receipts of him posting challenges to me. So what?
Are you not getting this? Is
So
2
what?
weeks ago. You didn't. You
Who
ignored
cares?
it.
Who are you?
And
Like,
then
why
you-
should
hold on a
why
second,
should
hold on a
your
second,
debate challenge
hold on a
mean
second,
anything
hold
to
on a
me?
second, hold on a
Can you
second.
answer
Daniel,
that?
you
Why should
said
your
he was
debate
scared to get on
challenge?
your stream.
Why? No, he said that. He said that I was too scared to let him on my stream. That's what
Yeah,
he
you're
claimed.
right. You're right. You're right. You are. You
Okay,
are too scared
and
to
that's-
let
But
you-
who is
showing
he?
the receipts for
Who
that.
is he that he should be entitled to my stream or for me to debate him?
So you'll debate like
So
anonymous
what?
no-face clowns.
So
like
what?
Sosa, like anonymous Hindus, but you won't
So
debate
what?
me
I
as
mean,
opposed to
Zumas
voting
apparently is very
Isn't that
important to
hard?
you,
Isn't
Uthman, but
it
he's not
very-
important to me.
Very.
He doesn't mean
very,
anything to me. This is a random Twitter account.
And
Why is he so
hold
important,
on,
Uthman?
Hold on a second.
Like, do you know him personally?
He's a Muslim.
Is he like? Did your
He's a
UAE
Muslim.
connection put you in touch?
I don't have a UAE connection,
Yeah,
and
this is
you're
funny.
You won't
gaslighting
condemn
the
them,
pathetic
right?
Daniel.
He started off the stream.
Did your
by saying,
UAE
like,
connection put you in contact with
he
Zumas?
started off the
Daniel,
stream. by
you're
saying,
quite a
I'm looking for-
gaslighter, aren't you?
Is that true?
No, no,
Now you're just gonna jump to this every
he's-
time because you have no answers.
No, like
Yeah,
your human
pathetic.
shield is
Very
doing a lot
pathetic.
better than you,
Pathetic.
Uthman. Actually,
he started
I'm
off.
glad.
like, he
maybe I
started
should.
off
I'm not
Why
in
are you,
competition with
Uthman?
him.
He
Uthman,
started
can
off-
you give us some privacy? Me and Zumas want to talk now. You be quiet, Uthman. Okay, me and Zumas are chatting now.
You can
Go
you can
ahead.
shut up. You
Chat
can
with
shut up, Daniel. You can shut up, Daniel. It's my turn still. Thank
Oh,
you.
it's your turn. Okay,
Yeah, it's
we
my
don't know who
turn,
you
yeah.
are.
Yeah.
How's the
yeah.
weather
I
like
mean,
there in Tel Aviv?
You
How's the weather in
debate,
Tel
like, you
Aviv there?
debate, Like anonymous Hindu accounts. But when it
Daniel,
comes
you
to me
keep
and all the-
accusing him.
How are
of
the
being in Tel
shelters?
Aviv.
How are the
Have any
shelters in Tel
evidence for
Aviv?
that? Any evidence, Daniel?
Can
for
he
what you're
tell us
saying?
where he's from? Like he defends
Daniel, he
IDF
told you where
spies.
He's from.
Has-
He's from Iraq. He told you that.
From there,
And you're
where's he
saying
now?
he's Israeli.
That
Show
is
your
none of your
evidence.
business.
Israel has
Use
many
What's
Iraqi
his name now?
spies,
Hold on,
Iranian
hold on.
spies, Jordanian spies,
Listen,
Emirati spies, Saudi
listen.
spies. So what? Where's he
You
from?
called him a
This is-
spy. What's
Who
your
is
evidence?
he? Who
What's
is
your
he?
evidence?
Who
But
is he?
Your evidence of
Who is
calling him
he?
a spy, saying that he's
My
intelligent,
evidence,
what's your
my evidence of him being a spy is that he was defending to
Okay.
the hilt an IDF confirmed IDF spy, Elizabeth Sarkov, defending her. He's
Okay,
friends with her,
let's
a
address
known
that.
Israeli spy. Did you
him
not do
respond
that?
now. Okay, let him respond.
Did
Go
you
ahead.
not do that, Zumas?
I want
Respond.
To, no, hold on. I want to just respond to this without
Let
you
him respond
interrupting
now.
me. No, yeah. I want to respond.
Go
to
ahead.
this without you interrupting
Go
me.
ahead,
Because
Zuma.
like this dude must.
No
most
interruptions now, Daniel,
This is
please.
the most dumb point ever. This is what I said. I said that these Shia militias, this is before October 7, they kidnapped like this Israeli journalist, and I said this is like an Israeli journalist. She has all of these like left-wing Zionist takes, but she's not a spy. And these Shia militias,
She is.
what they will do is they will kidnap like random like Western journalists or random like journalists, and they will say, look, this is what we're doing on behalf for Palestine. And I simply argued that Israel doesn't need to send out like a journalist to spy on these people. They don't need to do that. And time proved that I was correct. Because how else did they page all of Hezbollah out? How else did they take out all of Iran's leadership out? They don't need like a random low-level journalist to do that. That doesn't prove that I'm a spy. Just because
Wait, hold on. So just so I can understand, just because he said this journalist, in his opinion, wasn't a spy, you're saying he's a spy?
He had a relationship, Twitter relationship, back and forth with Elizabeth Sarkov. He
Wait, what's
defended
this-
her.
what's this-
He
what is this
defended
Twitter
her.
relationship? What's
Okay,
this
interrupting.
Twitter relationship? No, what's the-
Interrupting.
Hold on,
What's
Zuma,
the Twitter relationship? Because I follow the account. So I follow BBC News. It means I'm an agent of BBC News.
No, you
I follow
defended
the
her.
White House. No,
You defended her.
No, I'm gonna go follow.
This is a
Khamenei now.
confirmed
I'm an
spy.
agent of
Can you
Khamenei.
share my screen now? Share my screen.
I'm gonna
Share
follow,
your
like,
screen.
I'm
You
gonna follow
shared
Khamenei.
your screen earlier.
Okay, here's Elizabeth Sarkov from Electronic Intifada, a confirmed IDF spy. Okay, and this is who Zumas defends as
Wait.
just, oh, she's just a journalist. Okay, read the
Huh?
report. Her sister is her
you stop
sister
scrolling
is
so
a.
fast? We can't read if you scroll that fast, bro.
You can't read the whole thing. It's an entire report. You can just go to it.
You're skipping through it. Can I just read what it says right there in front of you?
Sure.
You put it up and then you don't.
Go ahead and read. Go
Okay,
ahead.
Can you scroll down? What we know about Elizabeth, whatever. I don't even know who she is, but okay. Okay. Former Israeli military agents officer. had gone missing in Iraq. Okay. She is absolutely not a member of Mus'ad, period, exclamation point, underlined official claim. Would say whether true or not, given their sloppiness. Source, what source claimed a bit without collaboration that she could nonetheless be an intelligent asset. A source that could not collaborate said she could be. So where's the she's for sure
you have to read the whole report. All the evidence is in this report.
Come on, Daniel. Come on, Daniel.
You want to read it? This is a long report.
Just because he thought that she was really.
What do you mean he shot electronic intifada? Do you know what that is?
Yes, I do know what it is.
Okay, so they're just making.
Hold on.
Read the article, okay? You have to read it.
I just read it. It said, don't scroll away, right? Scroll back up.
Why? This is the report. You want the evidence, right?
I'm reading it, right?
Okay, now, go through it, read it. Don't stop when you get. You stop reading. You stop reading. You stop reading.
Source that claimed a bit without corroboration that she could nevertheless have been an intelligence agent is by no means a clear statement. And him saying that he.
You have to read the rest of the report.
Listen. Him saying that just because he thought that she really was a journalist is not him defending her to the teeth.
Read this. It is therefore look, citing Iraqi security sources, the cradle appears to have forced Israel's hand by revealing last week that Surkov was captured in Baghdad in March. This is 2023. Benjamin Netanyahu himself responded. Benjamin Netanyahu to defend Surkov within hours. The Israeli Prime Minister's office confirmed that Surkov had been missing in Iraq for several months and said she was being held in Kata'ib Hezbollah, an Iraqi paramilitary group with strong links to the state. Okay, so this is Benjamin Netanyahu himself.
Okay.
Okay, so you're right. You're right. You have to read this report.
Nobody denied this.
Daniel, what a fail.
Okay. What a fail?
You said with certainty that I'm an Israeli spy.
Oh my God, this is
shocking.
shocking.
And you brought this up as receipts.
Sorry.
And your receipts are saying that there is a former intelligence agent, even right there, and it's saying that there's no source that collaborates even on the electric intifada that she was. And
how do you know that? How do you know that? You read the first two sentences. Read the whole report.
You read it. You read it.
This is a long report.
He just said that she was missing.
Oh my God.
He didn't say she was an intelligent. And
dude, this is the level that we're dealing with.
Oh my Allah.
He reads the first paragraph and he says, "Where's the evidence? Where's the evidence? Where's the evidence? We read two paragraphs. Where's the evidence? This is so sad."
He felt that
anyway, this is a distraction from.
You say he's a spy?
Oh, you just believe what Benjamin Netanyahu says about Israeli spies?
Not him. No.
I read it. Yeah, I did read it. You believe Netanyahu. Okay. You believe Netanyahu. Okay. When Netanyahu says it's just a journalist, you say, "Oh, there you go. There's the proof."
If that's the metric,
there's the proof.
Daniel, I'm not saying Netanyahu. I was saying Zoomis. I was saying just because Zoomis said that she was a journalist, you call him a spy. I didn't say I believe in Netanyahu.
You didn't. I didn't show the whole relationship. Okay.
As if it was some kind of smoking gun. You said even.
That's Netanyahu, one. There's many smoking guns. There's many.
Show it.
Okay.
Show
we'll have a dedicated. We'll have a dedicated live stream on Jumas. Okay. My debate is with. My discussion is with Uthman bin Farooq.
She was a journalist. You say
stop using a human shield, Uthman.
You said that he was in Tel Aviv.
Zumas is your human shield. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing.
What are your receipts?
It's just an educated guess. This is an educated guess.
Your educated guess are lies.
Okay. How about you condemn the UAE for the Hindu temples? You're a champion.
I swear by Allah, I am not in Tel Aviv. I have never been to the fake state of Israel. I have no plans of going there. I have no relation to anyone in that state whatsoever. La'udhu billah.
See, Daniel, he's taking a qasam. Now, Daniel, you take a qasam that he's a spy.
No, I don't need to take a qasam, okay?
There you go.
I don't need to take a qasam.
You lied about him as well.
How about you explain why? If you want me to respond to Zomas, hey, what? Can I speak? Can I speak now? Can I speak? Can I speak?
You're a liar.
Can I speak? Okay. can you explain, if you wanted to dedicate so much time to Zumas talking, why did you not let me know that he would be invited to the stream? What, did you keep that deliberately secret?
Do you want me to respond?
Yeah.
Okay. Daniel, I set up a stream. It's not just for you. You are welcome. You came. I allowed you. Other people, and I told you from the beginning, other people are going to join. He's one of the people that's going to join. And I have other
Why did you
people
not tell
waiting
me
to
that
join
he
as
was,
well.
why did you not tell me that he was the person who's
Did
going
we
to join?
communicate who's going to be on here or not? Did I
Yeah,
tell you?
you communicate. Your channel communicate.
listen.
Let's have a conversation. I'm asking, is there a
Once again,
reason that you kept the invitation aspect of it secret? Why did you not inform me of that?
Secret. He's welcome. You're welcome. Other people are welcome.
Okay, so
because
can you
you
tell me
derailed
that
it,
you're
I plan on
not
bringing
going to
other people
condemn the
on as
UAE?
well. Once again,
No,
Daniel,
this is enough.
I
Like,
have
this is
heard
enough of this
again,
nonsense.
you lied about
This is like
now.
a
You're running away.
shame.
You're
This is
running away
disgusting.
now. You're
You have like a
running away.
whole,
You're
you have a
running
whole,
away.
you have a whole,
That's
you
all
have
you
a
have.
whole, look, you have a whole bracket of people that you want to run one
Are
by
you in Tel
one.
Aviv, Zumas?
Wallahi,
You wanna-
I'm not. I have never been
Whoa, whoa,
So you
mashallah.
made an
Because
accusation, Daniel.
Israel doesn't have spies all over the world. Okay, we don't know who this guy is.
You
didn't-
didn't.
Yeah, how is the weather there? I'm wondering.
I don't know. You should ask
Check
what's his
check
name?
your weather app.
Yasser
Check the
Hamani.
weather app.
He can travel to
You
Tel Aviv.
Check your weather app.
People with no evidence, and when you're called out on your lies, you just jump.
When you're
You
called
said he
out
was
for
a spy
supporting
for
UAE,
Israel.
glazing
What is your evidence?
UAE,
See, now
you
again,
have
again,
nothing
you're
to
gonna
respond
jump,
with.
right? Again, you're
You
gonna
can't
jump.
respond when
You're
you're
gonna
when
jump.
you're
I already
asked to
responded you.
condemn. No, you
I
didn't.
already responded
You
to
refused to
I spoke.
condemn Hindu temples built by the UAE. We should call you. Are you a Hindu
I
temple
spoke.
apologist?
I
Are you a
am
Hindu
not.
temple apologist? Then condemn the
Daniel,
UAE.
I
Do you care about
again,
shirk?
You're sad.
Do you care about
You're
shirk?
sad. You're honestly sad.
Do you care about
I
shirk?
already answered the temple question. Watch
No,
the
you
live video.
didn't. You
I did.
didn't.
What?
You did not condemn
This
UAE.
big-
You
What
did
did
not
you-
condemn the
When
UAE.
you asked
You did not
about the
condemn the
Hindu
UAE.
temple question, I answered it.
You did
I
not
will
condemn the
not-
UAE.
Again, Daniel,
Condemn the
you're just
UAE
running.
for the
because you're
Hindu
caught.
temple.
Yeah.
Now you accuse
is-
a
Yeah,
Muslim
okay.
of being a spy for
So
Israel.
that
Where's
speaks
your
for
receipts?
itself.
You accused me.
Where
That
are
speaks
your
for
receipts?
itself.
Where are your
I-
receipts, Daniel?
I can present
You accuse
plenty
a
of
Muslim
receipts
being
if
a
I can
spy
present.
for Israel.
If I have
Where are
a
your
prepared, if I can prepare a presentation
Okay,
like
prepare it
Zumas
next week.
did.
Next week.
Yeah,
I
let's
just
have
made
it on
this-
your
I just made-
channel.
I
Yeah,
just made
let's
this
have a
slide. I
let's
just
have
made
a
this
debate.
slide. I
I'll
just
bring
made
my
this slide.
representative.
I just made this slide
I'll
right
bring
now.
a
Wallah, I just
representative.
made this slide right now. I made
I'll
this
bring.
slide as I
You
was
made all
listening
your
to you.
slides, your 20 slides and
I
video
made-
clips
I
just
made-
right now.
That has nothing to do with you. the other
Why?
side. I'm
Yeah,
presenting
there's
a
a whole
selected
presentation
view.
on
I'm
me.
presenting no, it's not. No, it's not.
Yeah, your whole
No, it's not. I have a
presentation
bunch of
for
slides on you.
45 minutes was about me.
No. I presented.
Yeah, you had a whole presentation on me. You spoke for 40, almost 40 minutes, 45 minutes.
You're very disrespectful, Daniel. First, you started off.
Why
by
would I
saying
respect you?
first
Why would I
you said-
respect you?
There you go.
You're on the same
First-
side as Benjamin Netanyahu.
First,
You
no,
and
no,
Benjamin
no,
Netanyahu are
You-
defending the same
Iran
spy.
Iran wasn't Iran.
You and Benjamin Netanyahu
Wasn't
supporting the same
Netanyahu and
person.
Khomeini and Khamenei on the same side when
You
Iran supported the
listen.
invasion of Iraq?
If you
Wasn't
want to
Iran and-
debate
wasn't Iran and Israel on the
Zumas,
same side when they invaded Afghanistan together? Wasn't they on the same side? Yeah.
So,
You
look,
just in 1
you-
hour you lied on Uthman. You said he called himself a mufti. That was debunked. Then you said there was
No,
US
it's not-
bases in
it's not
North
debunked.
Syria. That was a lie. Then you said I work
Nope.
at Unit 8200.
Earlier
that
you
was a
said
lie.
you
Then you
misspoke.
said that
No.
You admitted
then
it
you
was
said-
a lie.
Then you said
No.
that the US and Iran working together was a lie. That was also refuted. Then you said that Iran did
No,
nothing for
that-
Palestine. And then you
none of
conceded
these
it.
are refuted.
You conceded
You-
it. You
I-
conceded that
look-
Iran did nothing for Palestine. You conceded it after 30 minutes of saying
No, I did not.
Yes,
I did
you
not
did.
concede
Yes, you
anything.
did.
You're
You
just
said it was
gaslighting
normal.
everyone.
You said
You're
this
saying
is
this.
diplomatic
I
support,
can't even
like Qatar,
look.
like Qatar.
Okay,
You
look.
said this verbatim.
Here.
You said this
Look.
verbatim. It's like a
Look.
shame. It's like a
Look.
sham. Like
Look,
seriously,
I know
what are you
Uthman.
doing?
Look,
You
listen,
said,
listen,
what have they
listen.
done? We asked you.
You-
I'm gonna ask you
all
again,
you're
what
just
did they
spreading
do?
lies.
What did they do since October 7th? What did Iran do?
You are
Go
spreading
answer me.
lies.
What
You
did
can't
Iran
debate
do
me
since
straight
October
up.
7th?
You
What did
can't
Iran
have.
do?
You have to do
What
a
did Iran do since
2v1.
October 7th? Tell me right now,
Okay.
Daniel. What did they
This
do
is a
since October 7th?
2v1.
How
Let's
about you
actually
answer what they
see.
did?
Let's watch clips of the UAE ministers having
What do I
iftar
have
in
to
Tel
do with the
Aviv.
UAE? I condemn categorically.
You have a lot.
any
You have a lot.
Any country that
Uthman
operates
doesn't.
against Muslims.
Uthman doesn't. Why do you think Uthman doesn't condemn him?
Okay, Daniel.
Why? I know we're talking about. I'm talking to
Answered you
Zumas right now. Uthman, hold on. Be quiet. Be quiet. I'm talking to Zumas right now. Zumas, why do you think that Uthman can't condemn the UAE?
Yeah, you can ask him that question. As for now,
He doesn't answer. I'm talking to you. No, I'm asking you about him. I'm asking why. Why? Can you Do you have
He's
an
more suited
idea?
to answer that question.
Do you have
I'd
an
like to
idea
answer
why?
that question on his behalf. Do you, like, I'm sorry.
Why?
You seem to be convinced that I'm like some proxy. This
Why?
is not the case. You can just
You are a
debate me.
proxy.
You can just discuss with me.
Why?
You can't do
Explain.
that.
Like,
Yeah,
explain
it's
why. Can
it's
you
a
explain
shame.
why
Honestly,
Uthman
it's a
can't
shame.
condemn
It's
the
a
UAE?
shame. You said.
Do you know
Iran
why?
did nothing. You know what's
Can-
funny,
Why,
Daniel?
Daniel?
Why
You know
can
what's funny?
why
You
does
know what's
why
funny?
does
Like,
Uthman why Uthman can condemn Iran but he can't condemn the UAE? Why can Uthman condemn Iran but he can't condemn the UAE? Why is that? Can you explain to us?
About one thing. I'm just
Can you
curious about
explain?
one thing.
Can
I'm
you
just curious
explain?
about one thing. I want to understand.
Can you
Since
explain
Hamas
that?
is thanking Erdogan, they're thanking Tunisia, they're thanking Sudan, they're thanking Kuwait, they're thanking Oman, they're thanking Yemen, they're thanking Algeria, they're thanking Morocco, they're thanking Malaysia, they're thanking Qatar. Some of these countries are today Abraham Accords countries. Some of them are. Some of them are. And what do you say? You say Iran has done nothing for Palestine since October 7th, except diplomatic support. You said that. You said that. I didn't put a gun to your head.
No, I had a whole explanation and you just cut me off.
So
you just cut me off.
Okay. What's the difference between Iran and Algeria?
Are you crazy? Are you insane?
Iran and Algeria?
You're just a cheap Israeli propagandist. Like, just shut up.
Iran and Algeria? What's the difference?
You're just a human shield. Like, you just have to bring on like a Uthman has to bring you on.
Why do you?
Can I answer? Can I answer? Can I answer? Or are you just gonna gaslight? Are you just gonna grandstand? Can I answer? Can I answer? Can I answer?
Palestine is so
Can I
honorable,
answer?
even though they do nothing.
Can I answer? Iran has been Iran. Can I actually answer? Can I answer? Can I answer?
They fired
Can I answer? Everyone sees what they're doing. Everyone sees what the Palestinian. Everyone sees. Can I answer?
Like anyone in Palestine, zero.
Uthman.
Nada.
Okay. Can I answer? Can I answer? Can I answer? All right, this is a waste of time. I'm just gonna mute you, and I'm just gonna talk on my own stream. So look, this guy, he's just a Israeli propagandist. Uthman can't actually defend anything himself. Uthman can't actually defend any of these points because, as we saw, he doesn't even know when the Islamic Republic of Iran was founded. So, like, he can't have actual honest discussion with me. He has to bring a human shield. Frankly, it's embarrassing. And the problem, unfortunately, with this whole discussion is that they won't let me speak. They can just spew accusations 2 versus 1. And then they just want to, like, me to sign off so that they can say I ran and that I'm scared. Like, that's their whole tactic. So I'm sorry that you have to deal with this. Like, I thought Uthman was more of a man than this. Like, this is really, really shameful. They give like all kinds of tests and interrogation. You have to like give your Salafi Shahada if you're talking, you know, on their conferences. You saw what they did to me, right? Uthman bin Farooq, AIM. But they have a random Twitter account. No one knows who he is. Just last year, he was a Ba'athist, like literally putting out shirk content on Saddam Hussein on his channel. And I put this all online. And then he switches all of a sudden and says, no, Ba'athism is kufr. He's the biggest supporter of Saddam Hussein. And now he says Ba'athism is kufr. This is who Uthman brings as his representative. That's shocking. Like that is a shocking, dereliction of duty. Like, you can't debate on yourself. You have to bring a human shield. So he's just repeating the same nonsense propaganda. I debated with that, who is that guy, Talha, and that other Iraqi ISIS supporter, Talha Abdurrazak, and that other guy, Wissam. We had these debates. They have no actual talking points. They have no actual evidence. They just spew the same Tel Aviv talking points. You can go watch that debate. We're not going to rehash that. So, yeah, it's unfortunate that we can't have an actual proper discussion or debate that's moderated 1 versus 1, like a fair debate. But apparently Uthman can't handle that. It's like very disgusting behavior.
Even in their ceasefire conditions with Trump, had nothing about Palestine. They're fighting for survival. They're fighting for their own political interests, not for the people of Palestine. And that is why, even since the so-called Islamic revolution in Iran, till Iran was attacked, Iran never laid a single soldier or bullet on the soil of Israel. May Allah free Palestine. Till today, the people fighting on the ground in Gaza, in Palestine, are the people of Sunnah. and we call upon the people.
They call for
of
alliance
Sunnah
with Iran. They
across
call for
all
alliance with
over.
Iran.
They do not.
Yeah, they
Again, you
do.
muted
Abu
everybody and you
Ubaida,
talked over
Yahya
everybody.
Sinwar,
You talked over.
the new
Now-
representative,
now
Hamas,
you're gonna
they're
mute
supporting
people.
Iran.
Let's talk
And then
about
you're
what
just gonna
Hamas
come.
believes in.
No.
Let's talk about what Hamas believes in. Let's
ahead.
talk
No,
about
no.
that.
We
Let's
don't need
talk
another
about that.
president. You
wanna
don't.
talk
No,
about
no,
what
no.
Hamas- You said,
Okay,
by
so
the way, you also
this is
lied earlier. You said that you
So why
celebrated the,
why is Uthman
what's it called,
Human
the
Shield again?
liberation of
Human
Syria.
Shield
This is
comes
like a
up
short
again.
clip, just
Okay.
30 seconds. I'm gonna play of this.
Human Shield
We'll just be
again.
like- we're
Okay,
gonna
I'm
see
muting
like
you
Daniel's
again.
contradictions.
Yeah, muting you again. We don't need to hear this.
You muted everybody and just spoke over
Yeah.
them.
So as soon as Uthman gets caught out, Human Shield comes
Go
up
ahead.
again. So like, what is the point of
Can you play
this?
the
And
sound?
there are a lot more
The
viewers
presentation
of
sound
this
is off.
on my channel
here,
than
I'll
his
play it again.
channel.
So this
I think
is
it's like 3
like
times
him
right now, or it
practicing
was
like
at one
his
point.
classical
So like,
taqiyya.
we don't need to
Unmute
hear
the
this
presentation.
nonsense. They're just playing like
Okay, one second.
my greatest hits. Like, thank you. Like, thank you for playing my greatest hits. So what? These are like supposed to be gotchas, and then they don't let me respond. Like, that's their entire tactic.
Okay, can you hear
Their entire
now,
tactic is
brother
to
Ahmed?
play clips as if it's a gotcha. Oh, we got Daniel. Oh, see, he says it himself. And then if I try to respond, they say, oh, you didn't answer this, or oh, why aren't you addressing the point? But we saw very clearly that Uthman can't condemn the UAE.
So you see,
Like, that's shocking.
even here today,
That's shocking that even such a
Uthman,
thing,
he
and then
came
you
here
claim
and
to
he-
be a
and he said
defender of
to our
Tawheed.
faces. He said to our faces. He said, "I
Claim to
celebrate
be a defender
when
of Tawheed.
Bashar
and-
al-Assad was
I don't
toppled."
know.
But he himself,
I don't know
when
if you
it-
can be a
when it
defender of
actually happened, he says, no,
Tawheed if you
I don't
can't
celebrate
condemn
Those are
I'm
the
actually
receipts
against
right
UAE
there.
for Hindu
and
temples
before
or
that,
for the
he was
Abraham
saying himself, he
house.
was saying the
Like,
Muslims
that's,
have an obligation to counter the
that's a
Shia
shame.
in
And he keeps changing like the
in
window
Syria.
format,
How
so
are
I
we
have to keep
supposed
doing
to
this
quote
on
unquote counter the Shia
my
while at the
software.
same time unite
Anyway.
with them? How does this
Yeah,
call
that's
for
a
quote unquote
shameful
Pan-Islamic
performance
unity
by
work
Uthman.
exactly? Is Iran not still an occupying force in Iraq? Is Iran still not an occupying
What are
force
you
in
guys saying?
Lebanon? Is
Let's
Iran
check
not
the
still
chat.
involved in Yemen? Is this not relevant,
more
or are
productive
we
than
just
this guy.
Muslims on the basis of Syria first, Iraq first, Kuwait first, Iran first? No, we're not. So this is
Yeah, you
like
saw how
this
nervous they got when I
this is
brought
really
up Elizabeth
despicable that he
Sarkov,
just
right?
lies to our faces.
And then
like this.
Uthman reads like
Daniel
2
wants to come back
paragraphs.
next week with a
and he goes,
presentation
oh, see, there's
ready.
no
I'm
evidence.
welcoming him. I want to
Like,
end
I
with one
link
very
an entire
important point,
report.
and this
He's
is,
like, oh, but you
I
didn't
was
show me
recently in
where.
St. Louis,
Like, read the
Missouri,
report. Like,
and
this
I
is
was
the
with
level.
a
Like,
young man
maybe that
named
kind of
Nassim from Gaza.
tactic works against a random person
And
on the street.
wallahi, this
Like a
young man
random
touched my
Christian
heart.
on the street,
You know,
but it
he
doesn't
was
really
somebody
work
that
for an
the
actual
Israeli government bombed his house.
Muslim
His father was
da'iyah
inshallah from the
or
Shuhada.
debater. Like, that kind of
And
tactic
can
doesn't
we
work.
finish?
Like,
Can I-
read the
can I
entire
speak?
report.
Yeah. There you go.
So
So this young
Uthman
man
hopefully will
have some
go and
respect
see
for the
like this
children of
spy
Gaza.
that
Let me
Zumas and
finish the
Benjamin
story.
Netanyahu defend.
So this young
And
man,
so that's the
he's,
thing.
he's young child from Gaza.
Anyway, I don't
he
know
had
what
been
they're
injured.
saying.
And when he had
Okay,
been
what's-
injured, oh my God!
What are you saying?
Okay, can I?
Or can we
speak?
talk now, me and you, or let's
I
wrap
was
it up.
speaking.
Let's wrap it
speaking.
up.
If you don't mind, I was speaking.
Let's
Okay?
wrap it up. I have to go.
You're,
Can you
you're
respect my
speaking
time?
story of a kid
Oh
like in
my
Gaza.
Allah.
Like this
I'm
is-
talking
Can
about
you
the
respect my
children
time?
of Gaza. Can you be quiet?
Can we,
Have some respect.
No, I'm done with
Have
this
some
like
respect for the children of
gaslighting
Gaza.
and yeah, you have some respect and condemn the
Yes,
UAE
I'm
for it.
speaking about it.
Muting me again. You know you're not muted on my channel, and my channel is getting. Oh, he removed me. There you go. There you go. So that's what we wanted. That's what we wanted, for him to just rage quit. He booted me. Okay, let me get the screenshot. Okay, so let it not be said that I backed out of this meeting. Let it not be said that, okay, I ran away. I didn't run away. Okay, so they just want to have me sit there. And he had a whole, it seems like he had a whole roster of people that wanted to join. This was like the first person. And they're just going to sit there. Okay, the same thing happened with Jake, if you remember. Like, I confronted Jake and another Wahhabi. And I'm sitting there and he's just bringing one after another after another. He can't talk to me directly. Like, this is shock. Do they not see the optics of this? The optics are horrendous. It's just you don't have the gut and the gall and the ability to actually sit and talk to me in a man-to-man conversation. Don't you know that makes you look foolish? That makes you look like a coward? So, anyway. I don't really need to say much more than that. Like, it's just... I thought people have more muru'ah and rujula and than that. And you bring someone to whose whole job, like, this is a random account, okay, that no one would know about or care about, just been propped up. No one knows who he is, okay? He just claims he's Iraqi. No one actually knows where he's from or any facts. He just makes claims about that. And then we're supposed to sit here and listen to him talk and like have this kind of like expose on Daniel. Like, this is really cheap. Anyway, I wanted to play a clip, okay? Since Uthman was so rude, this deserves to be played. This deserves to be spread since we have all these eyes. And I didn't want to do this. Like, I wanted to take the high ground. I wanted to be a respectful person, but, you know, this deserves to be called out now that Uthman is being so dirty. Okay. And yeah, I wanted to get his statement on the Palestinian resistance. He said nothing, okay, to defend the Palestinian resistance, specifically these Palestinian resistance groups, and say that they're doing a good job. And he didn't condemn the UAE for building Hindu temples. He didn't condemn UAE for allying with Israel. He didn't condemn the UAE for backing RSF genocide squad in Sudan. And then when I ask him if he's getting paid by the UAE, he says no. Yeah, that's really interesting. Okay, I have something special that we're gonna share. This is like grammar lessons from Uthman bin Farooq. Okay, on Surat al-Fatiha. I think this is really something that should be shared far and wide. Okay, because he claims he's not a mufti, but I disagree. I think he's so knowledgeable. I think Uthman bin Farooq is like, you know, the mujaddid of our times, the level of knowledge, mashallah. Okay, so let's see. I have something for you. This is the Mufti. All of his marketing and all of his channel, it says Sheikh this and Sheikh that. Okay, but oh, plausible deniability. I didn't personally call myself a Sheikh. Oh, okay. Wow. Did you tell people to stop using that? Like, to stop calling you that? To stop, like, your own channels? Like, to stop marketing that? Like, did you ever try to, like, prevent that? Okay, let's listen to this.
Will write that will just be examples. But from the Quran, when we talk about Malik Yawmiddin, right? Now, Malik, this is to say a king, right? Or owner. We discussed this in the Aqidah Durus. But if it came by itself, it's not, if it's not a sifa, like it's not connected, what does it really tell you? King of what? Owner of what? Right? So, but when you see Malik or Malik, depending on the qira'ah, Yawmiddin, the day of resurrection or you know, jaza, getting back what you deserved, the day of judgment, basically. So now, bringing these two together, it brings a complete meaning. The owner of that day, which is being discussed, the day of judgment. And then ad-din, it describes yawm. So this is going to be a sifa, right? So now...
Okay, so we'll continue playing this, but for those of you, I don't know if any of you watching are familiar with Surat al-Fatiha. Okay, but is this like Surat al-Fatiha? Let me zoom in on this. Because for any of you Surat al-Fatiha experts here, Malikil Yawmiddin? Malikil, like Alif Lam Malikil Yawmiddin? Is this a new surah? Is this a new ayah? What are you teaching us, Uthman? So, talking about the sifa and the mawsuf. Malikil Yawmiddin. Okay, you don't know what Malik actually refers to unless you have the sifa there. Oh, really? Oh, tell me more, Mufti Sheikh Uthman. Oh, tell me more. Let's continue.
Now, this here is called the mudaf. And this here is the, what is it? Mudaf ilay. And you will notice the mudaf ilay is tayyib. Would it be Malik Yawmiddin, Dinu, or Dini? Everybody agree?
Like, no one in the class saw the mistake. This is the problem. Like, you don't even recognize the ayah. Malikil Yawmiddin. Okay.
Because the Rahman said so. Because I told you this is a sifa. And one thing I've been kind of introducing, inshallah, not next dars, but dars after that, we'll get into tawabi'. But this is something that describes this. So it's a sifa, and a sifa has to follow the i'rab of what it's describing, the mawsuf. Tayyib? Tayyib.
Okay. So you got that? The sifa and the mawsuf. Malikil Yawmiddin. Wow. I'm not claiming to be an Arabic expert, okay? Everyone knows, like, I don't have the best Arabic. I try to, get better at Arabic. It's a lifelong challenge for me. So I'm not saying that I'm some kind of Nahu expert. But I at least know Surah Al-Fatiha, and I can at least read the Quran. Like, I can actually read the Arabic. So I can know the difference between Maliki Yawmiddin and Malikil Yawmiddin. Like, something that's... like, I can tell the difference between the two. But, I'm not a sheikh. I'm not a mufti. So, I mean, I didn't want to, like, have to bring this stuff up. But Uthman treats me like this. He treats me like trash. He brings on someone who is not like a neutral party. This is the most, like, imagine there's a troll on Twitter or on X, okay? Just a nonstop anonymous troll that's messaging you or responding to you, replying to you, spewing all kinds of nonsense, lies against you, smearing you. And that's who Uthman brings as like a respected guest to come and lecture on his channel of over 1 million to talk to people about Daniel and to make all these claims about me with a prepared presentation. That's who Uthman brings. And then he wants to play innocent. He wants to play like he has the high ground. Like, oh, see, I didn't interrupt you. I'm just a model Muslim. I never interrupted you. You brought like a troll to come and railroad me. To railroad me in what was supposed to be a discussion that I accepted in good faith and organized in good faith and with the intention to be, very friendly and cordial. So this is like such a ugly, ugly thing. Like, and I told you guys, I told you that so much of these people in Dawah, like, I wish it weren't the case, but so much of them, it's people like this. Like, it's people who are not honest. Even if you're nice to them, like, wasn't I nice? Like, wasn't my stream, like, when I'm showing how Uthman bin Farooq doesn't know anything about geopolitics, he doesn't know anything about Iranian history, he doesn't know anything about, like, some of these basic things that he's talking about. Like, wasn't I nice about that at least? I have to respond because he attacked me. He attacked me. He put out a video. He put my face, big hypocrite, on the thumbnail, condemning me. So I responded, like, and I try to be nice about it. I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt, but, like, yeah, I meant what I said. Like, Adnan Rashid, Uncle Retard, at least he could be man enough to talk to me without a human shield, without an intermediary. Can't say the same about Uthman. So I think Uthman is gaining a reputation of running. I think he's gaining a reputation of running. And this is not helping his case. It's absolutely not helping his reputation of being a runner. All right, guys. Yeah, I do really have to go. A lot of you are still watching, but appreciate all the super chats. We didn't really get to read them. I'll go back because the live chat replay should be there, and I'll go back and read ultimately, you know, we want Pan-Islamic unity. We want the Muslims to be united. But then you have like agents of the UAE, like proxies for the UAE, proxies of Israel who are trying to sabotage that. And you got a really good view of that today. And increasingly, I don't know, Uthman got the call. What happened in the past 2 weeks? Like maybe he had a trip planned to the UAE, but he's been full blast against Pan-Islamic unity, against Iran. And this serves no one except Israel. It serves no one except Tel Aviv. It serves no one except the United States. And everyone recognizes that. Everyone recognizes that. Oh, here's a good super chat. Daniel, Uthman's favorite argument is the Bible has anonymous authors, but then he brings on an anonymous person to speak for him. Interesting point. Interesting point. Let me see if I can bring up the super chats, because some of them look like they're pretty good. Just give me a second to set it up. I usually have a problem with this. Like, let's get your super chats. I want to display them. So maybe there's some good stuff here. Oh, we don't want to show that. Sorry, guys. Low-tech operation here. I don't have tech teams in Israel like Andrew Tate. Just little old me in front of a desktop. Okay. So yeah, that's a good comment. Appreciate it. Let's see, what else? So Uthman is allying with Mushrik Baathis. Yeah, interesting. Notice how he didn't say anything about the fatwa on Saddam Hussein being a mushrik or being a murtad. Thank you, Tony, for your super chat. I'm going just through the super chats. Lost a lot of respect for online du'at. We're bickering while being taken to ideological and literal slaughterhouse. It is demoralizing and frustrating. Yeah, tell me about it, man. Tell me about it. Like, we're at a point where someone can sit there, Uthman can sit there, not say a word about any of these Gulf states who have US bases that have been used to slaughter Muslims for over 30 years now, 40 years. And we have to pretend like we're really principled critics of Iran. Iran hasn't done anything since October 7th, which is such a lie, by the way. And he cut me off. Like I was saying, they have supported operationally, diplomatically, logistically. That's why Israel is so keen on destroying Iran. That's why. Everyone knows that. But this clown, Zumas, the human shield for Uthman bin Farooq, can sit there and try to gaslight us. And if I try to say something, they're just going to cut me off. So it's like shocking levels of gaslighting. What else is here? Why isn't... Sorry, guys. This is... Okay, Brother Daniel, may Allah bless you for showing us the double standards of these Zio defenders. Every time you asked him to condemn the UAE, it was like you doing ruqya on him. His whole body was in pain. It did seem like that. I got the same impression. Like, you mentioned the UAE, like, something changes about Uthman. It's like bizarre, isn't it? Okay, why isn't... Okay, now we can see. Okay, so I answered some of these already. Okay. What do you think of Orthodox Muslim? I haven't really watched a lot of his stuff. Hold your ground, brother Daniel. Allah will always prevail. Ameen. Barakallahu feek. Muhammad, thank you for your super chat. If you agreed to speak with Uthman, then that's what the discussion should be. Don't entertain this nobody. Yeah, but then they're going to say, oh, Daniel ran, Daniel was scared. Like, I mean, I've tried to set up a debate with this guy. Like, I'm not scared of, like, what did he bring? Like, you saw his presentation. Like, his presentation is just a rehash of things that we already know. Did I say that Iran was like this innocent defender of Islam in all cases and that they've never done anything wrong? Like, that's never been my position. So his whole argument is a straw man. Daniel, you have all the right to drop off this clown show, and Uthman sank to a new low. Never knew Uthman was like this. Very disgusting. We never stopped learning, I guess. Hizb has been in South Lebanon since 1982. Not one Sunni or Catholic has been forced to Shia. Not one. The churches and mosques have been preserved since that time. Such lies and deception by Moshe over there. You know, we have to be fair. So I do think that Iran and Hezbollah, they do promote Shiism, obviously. But forcing someone to become Shia, I don't know. Like, is it possible that there's some group, some faction that has engaged in that type of behavior? Yeah, it's possible. Just like Sunni factions have done that. Just like Wahhabi factions have done that. So we don't need to exaggerate. Like, that's the thing. Like, that's why it's so difficult for them to pin me on anything. Because I don't exaggerate. Like, I take a fact-based position. Juma straight from Tel Aviv. Since when can Wahhabis debate? True. As Zumas hit puberty, that's the real dilemma. Jazakallah khair for your work. Can we get a video on Big Bang Theory since you have a degree in physics and philosophy? What aspect of the Big Bang Theory? They're running down the clock because they know you have to go. This was premeditated. Uthman's plan was to silence Daniel and let Zumas talk a ton. Yeah, that's what they were trying to do. They were trying to do. And then, of course, I'm going to interrupt that. Of course, I'm not going to let you have your game plan. It's like so offended. He's like, oh, how dare you interrupt? Did I ever interrupt you, Daniel? Oh, with that fake accent that he tries to pull off. Uthman, you snake. The Saudi government supported Bashar as well. Yeah, true. That's very true. Like, another important point that could get out. We could get out if it weren't a setup in this debate. Mods on Uthman are deleting comments. Uthman, you're so pathetic for 7,000. 7,000 shekels. He left UAE out of the condemned list. Yeah. I mean, he was like, isn't that true that there's lower crime in the UAE? I was just stating facts. And I was trying to get out like, well, there's lower crime rate in Iran too. Like, why aren't you going on podcasts talking about Iran being a model society? Why don't you go on all these podcasts and say that Iran is a model society because they have less crime and they have more unity. They have more unity and they have better roads. They have a better subway system. Like, why aren't you going on any podcasts and talking about that, Uthman? Mufti Uthman? Shaykh al-Islam Uthman bin Farooq? Malik al-Yawm ad-Din? Uthman, Abrahamic Temple isn't some issue. Yeah, it's just some issue. Ask him why he allowed the Hebrew Israelite to insult the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam to his face. Did he do that? That's not good. I don't know what that is. Ask if he condemns UAE normalization of Israel. So we did focus on condemning UAE normalization by Uthman. So no condemnation for Zumas for calling Daniel a Shia bot, Shia agent, and so many other things. Yeah, I didn't hear Uthman defend me on that. He defended Zumas, you know, this agent. Uthman is more Saudi bootlicker. I mean, the thing is that Uthman is actually bootlicking even worse than Saudi. Like, there's like levels to this. There's a Saudi bootlicker, and then even below that is being a UAE bootlicker. Like, that's like the bottom of the barrel. Like, that's where you're at with Rabbi Ferris and people like that. So he's sunk to that level. It's just crazy. They're deleting super chats on their channel. Pro rage baited the amateur rage baiter. Yeah, I've become a pro because I've been abused so much. It's wild out there, guys. This is a jungle. UAE confirmed to have active IDF soldiers operating on their soil during the war. Reported by Axios today, they're open and proud partners of Israel. Yeah, open and proud. W. Daniel for rejecting the call time and time again and standing your ground. May Allah bless you always. I mean, Jazakallah khair, bro. Are we supposed to set aside the greater interests of the Ummah for the Syrians to get their revenge on Iran? Look, Syrians have been killed because of Bashar al-Assad in the hundreds of thousands. And Iran was backing that, but so was Russia. And then so were some of these Gulf states. And all of that should be condemned. But if we're going to have a standard of condemnation for Iran, it should be extended to these other countries as well. And that's the problem that I have. It's just the inconsistency. I read this comment. Why is this not working? They're sending poor Daniel on side quests. Yeah, I have to debate like a whole roster of people. Read, please. Why people only mention UAE but not Saudi, Bahrain, Qatar, etc. They're all the same. Answer to me. Who can please, brother? Yeah, I mean, I've just pressed him on UAE because that's the most egregious example. If he can't say anything about UAE, he's definitely not going to be able to say anything about Saudi or Bahrain or Qatar. Qatar, I don't think is the same. I think there is a difference between Qatar and Saudi and UAE. I think Qatar is being pulled by Saudi. If you remember, Saudi and UAE actually blockaded Qatar. And so there's not 100% alignment between the Qatar and the rest of the Gulf. So I think we need to encourage Qatar to make the right decision and really block out US and Israel. So I pray that they do that, but I wouldn't put them on the same basket. I don't think that's totally fair. And where Qatar has made mistakes and allowed the US to operate in their bases, Al Udeid Air Base, I think they should be condemned for that. That's unacceptable. Asking to criticize UAE was your best point. Mohajir says they ignore the history of Sunni and Shia as well as the Crusaders, though they were enemies and it was short. Hey, bro, I was hoping you're well. Of the Lego videos Iran is putting out. Thanks, bro. William in Gabe's World. Hope you're doing well, man. Tony, I love you and your channel. Brother Daniel, you're definitely a real one. Appreciate it, man. His mod deleted comments and banned me. UAE censor. Not surprising. Sorry. You guys are sending in so many comments that it's just glitching. Not surprised this happened, being that Uthman is always hanging out with Dawah Man. The Wahhabi once said, talking to the graves is shirk itself. Yeah, honestly, I was expecting that to be more of the conversation, to be more theological. But I guess Uthman is not comfortable talking about Aqidah and theology. So he just brought in his human shield to talk geopolitics. Did we find out what that guy's Aqidah is? No, we didn't find out. It's a mystery. What's your opinion on Erdogan and cooperation with the West? Again, Erdogan is one of these people who's in the middle, like he does things for Islam, and then sometimes he's doing things that are contrary to the interests of the Ummah, cooperating with the US. Like, these are problems. Like, I don't agree with that. And I think he needs to be, they need to be criticized for the wrong they do, and they need to be supported for the right things that they do. And that's not just for Turkey and Qatar, that's for any country. If tomorrow the UAE says that we're going to support Iran and the Palestinians against the US and Israel, I'd be the first one to praise them. I'd be the first one to say, this is what we need. So, I'm very consistent on that. Sorry, I meant the history of Shia, Sunni, and Seljuk, Abbasid, temporary alliance against the Crusaders. Yeah, they ignore all that history. Daniel, keep up the good work. Looks like UAE is a trigger word for Uthman. Khilafah is the #1 priority. Yeah, Khilafah is #1 priority. As a precondition or a pre-step to getting to Khilafah, we need to have Pan-Islamic unity. Sneeko was in the chat earlier dropping W's and asking what the debate was about. Shout out to Sneeko. I didn't know that he was watching, but he did message me. So that's the thing. Sneeko also, I asked about that, right? I asked Uthman, what do you think about Sneeko supporting Pan-Islamic unity and supporting Iran? He very conveniently avoided that. He literally has Sheikh Uthman bin Farooq written in his channel's live description, and he timed me out just for mentioning it in the chat. Yeah, but he didn't literally himself write that. Like, is that the explanation? Isn't Iran Wali al-Amr? Shouldn't these Wahhabis keep shut and stop condemning the Iranian rulers? That's going out against the ruler, isn't it? Yeah, double standards. Sneeko is in the chat, literally before you got kicked, LOL. Herman says, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, brother. Do you have some info on the inner monologue people have and how that isn't actually themselves? No, I don't have any info on that. I think my inner monologue is myself. This is an interesting new theory. We'll have to read more about that. This is a sham and propaganda. Iran is not innocent, but US, Israel, and GCC countries that cooperate with them killed with many more Muslims than Iran. Agree. So if Netanyahu takes over Egypt, Iraq, Jordan, Syria, etc., as Benjamin. Now, Wali al-Amr. This is so stupid, bro. The CIA PSYOP. Yeah, it's Medkhali Saudi PSYOP. Uthman says channel did not set up. Oh, you can't see it. That's fine. Did not set up Patreon or donation, but in One Message Foundation, they did set up PayPal monthly donation. Oh, interesting. The best says, may Allah reward you and Uthman for your efforts. So please, to please him and your contributions to Islam. Ameen. Ameen. Thank you for everyone's super chat. Thank you. I really do have to go now. My family is waiting for me. So inshallah, we will have probably a debate, post-debate analysis at some point tomorrow, I guess. I might as well just do it tomorrow. And we'll have more content coming for you later in the week, inshallah. But I appreciate you guys sticking around, watching this clown show, this mess. Like, why can't I catch a break? Like, why can't I just want a simple conversation. I just want to talk to someone in a simple, respectful way. You saw the whole preamble to this discussion. And I can't get it. Like, I can't get such a simple request from another Muslim. This is why we can't have nice things. Like, that's the shame. So may Allah rectify our situation, and may Allah like rid us of these psyops and the hypocrites. May Allah rid us of, fake sheikhs and fake people, and protect us from these tricks, like deception, dishonesty. Like, you had this guy, like, obviously Zumas is preparing. He had this whole presentation that he wanted to just, I'm supposed to sit there, and Uthman didn't give me a single hint. He didn't respond to my private message until like after the fact. Well, maybe he'll deny that was even him, because it was One Message Foundation on Twitter. I messaged them and like, can you send me the link? And that you saw on stream. I got it. I got the link on stream. That was the only communication with his side. Imagine that. So they were preparing for this. And I literally found out about it 24 hours ago and thought it was just going to be a conversation with me and Uthman. He brings in his human shield. That's a shame. So may Allah protect us all, and may Allah protect you. May Allah unite the ummah and protect us from the machinations of the Zionists and the U.S. imperial forces, who are killing countless Muslims. And the killing is not stopping, and they have plans to expand and accelerate the murder machine. So what are we going to do? Like, I'm concerned as a Muslim, I'm concerned as a father what the future of the ummah is going to be. The clear fact is we cannot continue with these people. Like, we cannot continue with these internal saboteurs, like these agents. We can't continue with them. We can't allow them to gaslight us, to psyop us. We have to shut them down. And we're doing that, alhamdulillah, and that's why they're coming after me. So I need your support. We have to be a team, okay? This is the dawah, okay? This is the dawah priority of our time. And I'll make it very clear for you. I've made it clear on my show. The dawah priority of our time is Muslim unity. Muslim unity. We don't have to agree on our aqidah. We don't have to agree on every single issue within aqidah. As long as we're Muslim, we come together as an ummah against these forces that want to genocide us. That is the dawah priority of our time. And if you want to make a contribution to the future of the ummah, you want to make a contribution to establishing the khilafah, you want to make a contribution to establishing sharia, okay, in Muslim countries, establishing Islam, if that is your concern as a Muslim, then you have to work towards Muslim unity, because that's the number one thing that is going to lead to those results. We can't have any of those results if there's no Muslim unity. And Israel knows this. The United States knows this. It's explicitly their plan, the Yanon plan. Explicitly, they want to keep us fractured and fighting and divided. And they send their agents from Tel Aviv to pose as like Iraqi whatever, okay, literally simping and glazing an Israeli spy. Like they send these agents to come and divide us. Can't let that happen. We can't let that happen. So that's my message to you. If you care about that future, help me, okay? Help me spread this message. Let's be active there. Clippers, obviously, mods, you're doing a great job. Continue doing that. Accelerate that. Do your part. Don't let me be the only one out there, okay? Clearly, we don't see many of these other imams on social media, especially my generation, who's coming out and fighting for this, okay, on a day-to-day basis. So we need your help. And social media is a powerful tool. That's why Israel tries to control it and tries to buy it, because it's powerful. Your voice matters. You need to be in the comment sections. You need to be clipping. You need to be making your voice heard about what is Islamic. What is actually Islam based on the Quran and Sunnah. You need to be pushing that, inshallah, for the benefit of the Muslims and for the sake of Allah. May Allah reward you. May Allah protect you. May Allah protect the entire ummah and give them victory over the forces of kufr, over the forces of evil, over the force of deviance, Wahhabi deviance. May Allah destroy this Wahhabi deviance and give us relief after, about 300 years of this nonsense, this trash from Ibn Abdul Wahhab. May Allah save us and all sectarianism. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. I'll catch you on the next stream, bi'idhnillah, probably tomorrow, inshallah. See you. Salam.